Tony Stark meets Black Panther, isn't it?
Yeah.
We're both persons of color for this game's purposes.
Technically, yeah. Well,
So you know we're racially
isn't Cyrus technically like a colonist?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
Cyrus,
also not
Cyrus is
white.
like the British Empire.
Well,
I'm
we was
like-
thinking more like a Crusader state, right? Like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know your hair's
Basically.
got longer.
My hair is so long, it's so annoying.
It is.
It's cute.
It's like
Also, I'm not.
the problem with my hair is like it's so long I can't style it in any way, so it's like it looks like I'm wearing a woolen. It looks like I'm wearing a toupee.
You have the hair I had before I got my hair cut.
But I-
Neswain is a person of non-color because he's grey.
That makes
I
him
mean,
a
I'm grey
colour.
too.
Grey's a colour.
Yeah, grey is a color. Technically, black's a non-color, so I'm a person of no color.
Wow, I think that's
Well,
worse
yeah.
somehow. I'm a person of non-colour. Somehow sounds more racist than I'm
Oh,
a
wait.
person of colour.
All my
Let's
homies
put
are
it this way.
non-colored.
I'm not racist. I just hate the Roll20 dark mode.
I love it.
How could you hate dark mode? It's the
I
better
hate
mode.
it. Sometimes the damage numbers don't show up.
What is
Yeah,
that?
Roll20 dark mode. The text is just worse. It just looks worse. It's harder to read.
Although I think they may have fixed it.
Actually, you're right. They might have done because looking at it now, they're
They're
all
actually
white.
all showing up now.
Yeah.
Someone roll a damage attack and see if it comes up.
I'll do that
Yeah.
now.
See it, but
Just,
I think the text doesn't look as nice. I usually prefer.
Yeah, it's been fixed.
Cool. Because last week that was kind of annoying.
That was yeah, it was kind of annoying because I had to like, hover over and highlight it to see the text.
But there you go. They fixed it.
I live
They've
life in-
already gone and fixed it.
Well, it was like a new thing they introduced, wasn't it?
To be fair, that would have been a pretty easy fix.
Yeah, just dark
Yeah.
mode set text to white.
Yeah, did you go in, change to like CSS property to be just white?
Yeah, it's not too hard, is it?
Have you ever done like when you can open like inspect element and
Yeah.
change certain element? I did that with a guy at work the other day, where it's just there was a part we were looking for a certain car, and I just went into inspect element and I set the price really low, and I was like, check that out, I could get it for a really good price. And my colleague was about to call a customer and just be like, oh, we found a new price, and I was like, no, it's a joke. It's a joke.
I did this.
Good afternoon, King Roderick.
Grand King Roderick. Use his appropriate title.
Sorry, Grand King Roderick.
Did you
Don't be
name
very-
it that, or was that just a bot?
No, I named it that.
Yeah, it's Probot.
Yeah, it's Probot, but I named it Grand King Roderick after Roderick the goat
Ah, okay.
that died.
Apparently I share a mutual server with Probot. Nice. This one, and then he's in the Rat and Reich server, Luke. You're in that one.
He's also in my server.
Yeah, but I'm not in that one, so I don't share a
Well-
mutual server with it.
Am I? Yeah, I am, aren't I?
Yeah, you are. That's why you and Travis first spoke.
Wait, who? What? Where? Oh yeah. I'm in the back. Yeah.
The boys and Alden. Why are you other than the boys?
I am an eternal being.
That's me.
I know you're in my server, right?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, you are. It's
Well,
not
yeah,
very active at the moment. I
It's
like
something-
the thing is, I made this server with a whole bunch of friends, and they were like, "Hell yeah, let's make a server and like be cool." And then none of them are ever on Discord.
My server's just become D&D community. Wasn't its main aim, but it's happened that way. I'm presuming everybody knows what happened last time.
Yes,
Yeah, we looted a
And
house.
has listened to the recap if they needed to
Matrix
I
started
got
punching
beaten.
Neswain.
to no avail.
Well,
We
We haven't even gotten through the house.
Yeah, no, you visited like 5 rooms in
Me and
Grand
Luke
Opal.
skipped most of the bottom floor.
Yeah, put
Yeah.
Frostmourne in the skull of Fafnir.
Pretty
'Cause
epic.
nothing bad can happen there. Made
No.
Neswain drink a potion, you didn't know what it did. Luckily, it didn't kill him.
Actually, that should still be active. Potion of
It
bravery.
is
what
still
did you
active,
pick?
yes. Potion of
Yeah.
heroism.
Oh yeah. Potion of heroin?
Heroism, yeah.
Heroin.
Heroism. Not heroin.
Liquid heroin.
No.
Oh, so even if Aina did damage to me, I would have actually not taken any damage.
Not that she can do damage because she has a 0.
Well, yeah. It's like she just punches and hits a wall.
Was I drunk when we did last Spelljammer?
You did.
No.
You were a little
You were
drunk.
drinking, but you weren't drunk.
I love the way you rolled to hit, even though you do 0 damage.
Yeah, it's pointless, isn't it, really?
I'm not.
And
gonna
I
be
kept
drunk
doing
today
massive.
either,
I
so-
kept doing massive damage, and every round I was like, "Will you please disengage this fight?"
Oh,
fine-
and Luke,
I'm
Luke
fine to-
has the axe of Dwarven Lords.
Oh yeah, I do. Yeah.
That's not broken at all. So you can't use it, but he's got the axe of Dwarven Lords.
Yeah.
Oh, and Alden has a sun sword.
I can't remember what room.
I don't know. I have a sun sword though. I just think I have a weird hilt.
Yeah.
Was there a reason I'm just sitting in this hallway now? I can't remember what room I was in last.
You were in the room last that was purged, and you decided that
Oh,
everything
yeah.
was covered with witchcraft and everything, so you wanted to leave as quickly as you possibly could.
We were in the base department.
Right, okay.
You were in the
What?
Department of Shame.
Where the hell did your character go? Where the hell did you go?
He's in
I
the,
don't
he's
even
in
know
the room.
where I am. I can't see. Oh, I can see my token. Why am my token looks small? That's me. No, don't worry. It's sorted itself out now. My screen just changed. I swear I left this room. Oh, I came back in to check on the Invisible Man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you're checking on your servants.
I remember his name now.
What was his name again?
I literally
Melvin.
just forgot. I was.
His name's Melvin.
Melvin.
Oh
that
yeah,
was it.
Mel. Yeah. He's a totally real guy.
Of course he is.
Sentry,
Also,
Sentry,
I have,
Sentry is not 100% convinced.
No, Sentry's definitely not. But it's Melvin.
no upcoming exams for the next 6 weeks, which means I can be back for any D&D campaigns. I'm fine. No exam for 6 weeks, which is epic.
Oh,
Finally.
I mean that's
I have
sick.
to re-add you to Cholt.
Would you like to be in Schultz?
Or have I got to add you to
Yeah.
AD&D on Monday?
If you'd like to be
Well,
in
I'm trying to
Schultz, if you'd like to be in Schultz, just be aware that with you will be 6 people.
I really badly messed up on AD&D though. I let people create characters using Pathfinder 2e rules.
And that's what I kept thinking when you sent me all that stuff. Some of it looked a little Pathfindery because it was on two. It was on some wiki it was on that I used for when I was
Yeah.
playing Kingmaker.
I was tired when I sent it to you, and I was tired when I did it. I just didn't twig.
Alex
'Cause
was
I-
so
there's
mad
no,
when he found out his mistake, though.
I was really
There's
bad.
no Friday campaign. There's no Friday. It's just Sundays and Mondays. Well, and Saturday, obviously.
I don't know because of Reese.
We could get a Friday guy, but Reese never replied, so rip.
That's what I think. The liability is Reese. He just never lets anybody know where he. I'll just say no Reese. Reese,
but
Reese
if-
never. Literally, I see him once in a blue moon, and he doesn't message me anymore to let me know if he's coming to the games. So I can't even let Alex know on Reese's behalf.
Yeah, the problem with that though is if we say no Reese, then we'd have no one to do Friday. Like it's just us two.
I could do a
Like-
campaign with 2 people.
I mean, you can join Schultz. Just be aware that if you join Schultz, we're never going to get anything done.
Yeah, but I don't know if I want to play as Ramon anymore. 'Cause it's been a while since I played as him. I have no clue what's going on
You-
in Cholt anymore.
You don't really know where you're going with that, yeah.
Yeah, like I said, that was created with Reese. It's kind of a failed state, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
Like, I don't know. I don't really have the interest to play that character at the moment.
Yeah, no. It was very
Yes,
weird
he's-
because you left Schultz, and then I was like, "Hey, I'll recruit a friend to join the Schultz game." So I did, and then Alex was like, "Hey, I'll get Mark to join the Schultz game," and Mark did, and that was great. And then Sondra, who hasn't played with us for like 6 months, just shows up out of nowhere and is like, "I'm back now." And we're like,
Then John appeared.
Yeah, then John appeared. So for a while, for the start of the session, we were 6 people, and we're like, what the fuck do we do? Then John
Yeah.
left. And the thing is, it's great. It's just that Sondre is a bit slow, and we've got 2 players who are now learning to play with us. Learning to play with Schultz. So
But
like
Sondre's
Mark,
got really sassy now, so it's fine.
yeah, Sondre is great to play with now because he's suddenly got personality.
I like sassy Sondre.
Sassy Sondre is fun.
My problem was I just, like made the character with Reese and Michael. Them 2 left. And I was playing, and I was kind of playing off like Sondra for a while. Then he stopped playing, and John stopped playing. So I don't know. My character was too dependent on the people I was playing with, so I don't really enjoy playing as in isolation.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
I'm
don't know,
so
'cause I like-
glad. I'm just so glad. Like the one reliant person I have in Chult is Audun, and he's actually there all the time.
Yeah, I physically just can't though. That's the thing. I did say straight up to Alex, I physically couldn't guarantee I could make it.
And I made arrangements otherwise. I told you that one.
Yeah,
So,
that's fine. That's fine.
I mean, you're quite welcome to join it. It will be 6 people, which isn't an issue. I have to streamline slightly. That's all.
I think like with
If it goes to 6 people, I will reduce it to 2 actions, 1 movement, and 1 attack.
yeah. But like about the dependency on others, like I think it's like an example of like Trix and Aromina work exceptionally well together. But they also work individually because I made Aromina completely to have her whole story and her whole development to be on her own. It's just so happened to be that she works really well with the other characters. And the same with Trix.
Yeah, see, I didn't.
Trix is really individual, but she works so well with the other characters.
As long as they
Was that
see
Reese-
past her, her
Yeah.
thing.
Oh yeah, Mark, I have the perfect end result for your character's personal quest.
For Chult we're talking, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh. Can you tell me, or take it no?
I'm going to just send you a picture. And you will understand.
That is an interesting idea.
Anyway.
I kind of think it's gonna, along the way, it's gonna probably end up in some weird situations if I don't know, any more cities get blown up, or
Very specific situation.
I mean, you talked your way out of the last one. I mean, probably weren't all
Yeah, the
cannibals,
whole end
but-
of the last Chult game was basically Ina and Alden and Sondre trying to convince the rest of the party that they weren't evil, even though the acts they've done are terrible. For a good 20-30 minutes.
That argument is canon.
This argument is canon, and I might just snip that argument out. Just for the sake of it.
Just have that argument on its own as its own little like audio section.
Yeah, it's like post-game. Like blooper reel.
Yeah, no, actually, that should be part of the next fucking recap.
It should, because we just sat down with the new party members, explained the whole thing, trying
I'll
to
patch
not
it
picture ourselves as this horrible, murderous, evil group of adventurers.
No, but well, as we play Spelljammer, Luke, think about what games you want to play, and then think about Friday, because if it's just you and Mark, I'm quite happy to do it. Just have a think while I'm playing Spelljammer, okay? That was very fast, I'm sorry. I do apologise for that, most profusely. Right, so the last we left Cyrus and... I always want to say Neswain, but I'm wrong.
Entry.
Cyrus and Sentry, yes, because they're both S's, it just rolls off the tongue weirdly. So this time we're going to go to Neswain and Matrix, who currently are duking it out in the court to no avail whatsoever.
I can see I will not be able to punch you. You big, you indestructible.
That seems like a fair assessment. I suggest we keep going. Are you all right? I know I hit you a bit harder back there.
I'm fine. I have a hard shell.
I'm an armadillo.
No, Medillo.
I'm sorry.
My armor is made of metal. I'm good.
My armor is made of body. Let's head back inside and get warm. Not that it's any cold either. We're in Nimbrel after all. It's very far south.
Do I have mending. I will cast mending on myself.
Wine.
So they just hear why? Yes. This extensive room is incredibly well appointed. Paintings hang proudly on the wall, bearing the faces of unknown individuals, as well as those as far landscapes. Potted plants offer a sweet aroma to the room, akin to that of candy. Tables that have been set up in multiple directions strewn around the room. This place was where dining of the house took place. At the top, a roving fireplace-like chamber stand before us in the centre of the room, lit, warm. The cold breeze of the outside batters against the windows of the constant apparel. Two further fireplaces stand cold, with mantles empty. The room itself seems to be populated with strange items that lie in armour suits. Potted plants seem to be the only reference of previous occupants' designs taste. In the centre of the room, table directly opposite the fireplace, sits a large map of an unknown continent. To the left,
Are you on the room below us?
no.
This one? Oh.
No. To the southern corner of the room, a large rack of wine. That worked, didn't it?
Indeed.
I am on the room below you. What's
Yeah,
happening?
because you said the big map and map here.
Something's gone wrong here. No, this is the dining room. No, there is a map.
¿Dónde está el
There's a map.
mapo?
There's a map on this table.
Okay, fair enough. Go ahead.
Check that. Yeah, that's right. What would you like to investigate?
Then the daggers and knives in this, what I assume is a painting.
Yes, there is a large painting in which seems to have been defaced and torn down. Knives and daggers have been thrown in.
I will start by casting mending on myself to heal.
Okay.
It says I can expend a hit die and roll it. What is a hit die?
You got hit dice at D8, isn't it?
Is it just a D8?
Yeah, I think your hit dice at D8.
Okay, so D8 plus my con mod. La, 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 la.
Is it possible at all to discern who the painting was of?
You notice very little. You can see, however, this smallest smattering of a leather thong and a comely thigh.
Yeah.
No question, just fine with it.
Know who that is, so
The daggers themselves have little notes on the end, written like gift tags on them.
I must read.
They say "from Tricks with love."
That's very strange. I've seen this name before.
Did you say something?
No, it's just an old man rambling to himself.
I want to check the table.
The table shows a map of a continent surrounded by many, many portals. You count 15, although there may be many more. It seems to be almost Mazeric in design. And in the center stands a large kind of vessel that looks like blood.
Is it possible? I want to take a mental note of the map. So like this is Matrix taking a photograph of the map and storing it for later use.
Okay. Okay, then we return to Cyrus and Sentry, who have left the crested room. I presume they've left it, rather.
Oh, sorry, Oh, fucking hell. Right. Alright. Mark, can you go first? I'm trying to recover from sneezing.
Well, I mean, I'm just sort of waiting out in the hallway. I don't really know what you want me to do. I guess I'm waiting for you to come.
I know I made the
Where
joke
you
about
went.
about you being a whipped black man, but like you have your own will.
No, he doesn't.
Not really. I mean, he does to a degree, but it's like I don't know. I mean, I can't exactly
I'd like,
remember what we said we was gonna do next.
I'd like to say he doesn't have his own free will. He does whatever he's told.
Yeah, he's bound by his service to his, to Cyrus. Yeah. So I
Right,
guess I'm just gonna go see what he's
I'll
doing
exit.
in this room.
I'll exit promptly and shut the door behind me.
Okay.
Be like, right, let's explore the rest of this place. Large building that it is.
Because that teleport didn't do
Well,
anything, right? Last time
no,
we
it
looked at
didn't.
it. Okay. So I just try to remember. Okay, yeah. Well, I guess we'll just head up here then.
Melvin would have followed, of course.
So
Being
you
the
have
dust
no
up,
idea
there we
what
go.
or who Melvin is, but there we go.
Trying to work out, because obviously there's all these the shadows cast. So is
Yeah.
this downstairs where I'm pinging?
No, I
Is
think
that
that's on the same
downstairs?
floor we're in.
Well, I can see a staircase there. But I can't tell about. Is that like a lower floor deck, Alex? Can you tell?
Pardon? Where?
Maybe
Is
you're
this
right. Maybe you're right.
Yeah, it's
Is
an
this
upper
the
it's an upper gantry way. It's a separate room. It's the top of the stairs.
okay. I couldn't tell because I could see the edge of a staircase here, and I couldn't tell if they
It's
were.
kind of like a gallery.
Oh, okay. So yeah, we can go in here then. Okay, I'll go
Oh,
for
no,
it.
before you do, in the centre you see a small round stone well rises 3 feet from the floor, carved with imagery of mermaids and aquatic creatures. It smells faintly of sodium chloride and twinkles with the light of the ocean on the occasion of a bright blood moon.
Didn't you say you saw a mermaid?
Yes, Master, I did see a mermaid. I saw it die, and then I sort of just looked out at the base of the. You said it was a well, right?
Yes,
Is there anything in it, or is it literally just
it's
what you
a
described?
well. It's
Just
just as I described. There's nothing in the well that you can see.
okay.
They can entice men to their deaths. Anyway, I'll throw a coin in the well. Actually, I'll throw a coin in the well. Good luck and all things.
The coin falls to the bottom and begins to glimmer with a red hue.
I'll make a wish. What will I wish for? I wish for lots of drink, lots of money, and a sandy bed.
Sandy bed.
I'm not used to the shithole place we're in now. I'd rather go back to the sand things.
I thought you
So-
weren't meant to say your wishes out loud.
Oh, I'm not. This is me in my own head, but just for purposes of you guys actually, Alex actually know what I said.
I mean, you could just telepathically tell them.
Oh yeah, sure, Alex. Read my mind next time, right? Hit with it. I'm gonna remove one
Oh
gold
no!
coin.
I'm going to do that again.
I've removed one gold coin. Right, boom. So I'll open this door here.
Right. I didn't actually put a lighting layer there, so you can show. This large sprawling room is palatial in design and size. Vast arching windows look out over the inner courtyard of the manor, each bearing the images of stars and other celestial bodies. 2 tables flank a large feasting table approximately 20 feet in length. The finest crockery and cutlery are offset by low-hanging crystal chandeliers illuminating the onyx-coloured filigree encrusted cloth finery.
I'm gonna saunter over towards the table. What?
Tell you what looks at it.
I'm trying to put myself. Yeah, that's better. But what are these? Like, is that looks like a pancake in a pot? No, it looks like something in a pot.
It is a pot of bubbling, creamy stew.
I don't know about you, Sentry, but I'm mighty hungry.
You not
table's all
find
set.
it odd that the table is set, master, and the food is cooked?
I
Uh,
do find it odd.
On the other side of the room, there
Oh,
are trays of Danish pastries, and in the centre, there's myriad of bottles of wine and spirits.
You said this
I
is a
will,
massive table, right?
Yeah,
I will gather some food. I'll gather some.
it's a 20-foot
food.
table.
Someone has clearly prepared a lot for this. Like, surely this would be like a 20-man table's worth of stew, like just sitting there.
I'm gonna gather some stew and some pastry. I'm gonna sit down at like this chair here. Oh, sorry, I'm trying. Just imagine I'm in that chair, and I'm gonna eat some
Yeah.
stew with some pastry.
I wouldn't advise you to eat this food, so we don't know how long it's been out here for or
The
what's
truth,
in
I
it.
haven't eaten in a little while.
At
I'm
least let
hungry,
me
right?
taste it first.
Oh yeah, let the robot taste.
You just want the parties, ain't it?
So
Cool.
I'll like.
Before I consume anything, I'll sit there and be like, oh,
So
oh,
yeah, I'll
oh.
take a nibble of one of the pastries, and he'll like take the spoon out of your hand and like just eat whatever you put on it.
Yeah, I'll go on it. Go on.
The
Is it?
the pastry tastes of cinnamon and cherries. The soup itself tastes of mushrooms and garlic.
And I'm not negatively like poisoned in any way.
You cannot be poisoned.
I thought it was only. Oh yeah, no. No, I can. I'm resistant. I'm resistant to poison, but I can be poisoned.
Yes, you're resistant to it. You do not feel poisoned.
So I don't feel any like I don't know. Don't taste poison.
No, you don't detect poison.
I mean, it's probably fine.
Whilst you're up, do you mind buying me a bottle of wine? It's a bit dry. And
Sure.
I'll like wave him away. So I just
I mean,
look down. It's like,
the wine's like behind you. It was just
Literally, it's behind you. Yes.
I'm eating now.
fine. He'll
Oh.
fetch you some wine.
Get yourself a bowl.
I do not drink.
I do not drink while you are drinking.
One of us needs to remain sober.
I'm gonna get drunk, Sandy. I'm a professional.
You find a few bottles of wine, some from vintages you recognise, another from a vinter called Kadar.
I feel like I'm being dumb. Am I meant to know Kadar?
This is my last name, you dumbass.
I mean, yeah.
You really know that. You're programmed to protect.
Exactly. I knew the word in real life. But I couldn't think about where. I'm sitting there thinking, yeah, I know that, but like how? Okay, I will fetch him that particular bottle then.
It seems to be like a rather gilt imaginary label with the pictures of Jins and sand pyramids over them.
I mean, you put it in front of me.
I mean, yeah, he's pouring it for you.
I'll tell him to put the bottle down.
Fair enough.
I'll pick it up and I'll look at it and be like, is it some kind of joke?
What do
And
you
I'll
mean?
pick it up, I'll throw it across the room, and I'll just like smash it against the wall. And I'll start like, be like, don't put those balls in front of me. Okay? Shouldn't be any of that left. I'm surprised there's any of it around.
If you keep on like that, Master, there will be none left.
As Sentry turns around, there's about 5 cases of it behind him.
Don't drink.
He doesn't mention it.
Give me something else.
He fetches one of them and then peels the label off, and then
You hear a strange steaming sound as Sentry peels the label off the wine.
here you go, Master. A fresh bottle.
With no label.
I've lost my appetite, and I'll push all the things on the table away from me, like the bowl and the pastries away from me, and I'll just stand up and I'll like, let's get the fuck out of this room. I'll just walk away, quite hastily,
Still dripping down the wall.
hastily away from the table.
I guess I'll follow after you because don't like it when you storm off in a mood.
The strop in the mood for trying to get which is where we return to Neswayne and Matrix in their
Yes.
chamber.
Shall we move
Sorry, just doing
on?
some math. Yes, I think it's
I found a door over here.
about time to look for. Okay, you're just gonna head off whatever I say.
I'm gonna open the door.
The door has been opened.
This looks promising.
Across you
This
see
is a hallway.
hallway. Another statue
Right.
just in front of you, and a door to your right.
We're gonna pretend we can't see through the dynamic layers.
Let's go into this room.
I will kick down the door and yell FBI open up. No, I won't. That's a joke from Dragon Heist.
Saying it in his voice though, it's just confusing now. On the surface of the oaken door bears the mark of dwarven creation, followed by the name inscription, the Chambers of Dahlia Trakthara. The door handle seems cast of what appears pristine diamond, engraved with the runes of dwarven nature,
Mm-hmm.
and is locked.
And it's locked. Give me a moment just to double check the timeline. Trix, you can go ahead. Matrix, you can go ahead.
You're
and
not
continue.
allowed to trick the timeline.
Can I? Didn't it work kicking down the door?
The door seems completely unscathed by your attempts to open it through force.
I didn't actually kick down the door, FYI.
I believe that if you weren't going to try, Matrix was going to. So,
I was thinking if shatter would work.
I mean, I know who Dahlia Trakthara is.
You know, but Neswayne just does not.
I'm actually having to think about that.
there's a name in your distant memory of it, but nothing.
Yeah, Neswayne does not. To put it this way, Neswayne does not have a great relationship with his family, and that's on purpose. However, he would know the name of his grandmother,
Oh,
so he would sort of just be like, "I've heard that name. It's been 600 years," but he would still be like, That's my grandmother's name.
your grandmother?
What's my grandmother's name doing on this door?"
Was your grandmother known for doors?
Did your grandmother make doors?
I mean, if I try to open it, what will happen?
The door will open.
Why? I don't see the issue in opening this door. What was the fuss about?
Okay, I want to go in as well.
Okay, inside. The last one found one of the important rooms. You see a desk scrawled and covered in notes. Lining the walls are chapters and chapters of a book labelled The Captain's Log by various different dates. There seems to be an incredibly comfortable bed surrounded by a sitting room with very plush furnishings. A huge fireplace stands cold in the centre of the room. The entire area is surrounded by perfect dwarven architecture.
Log. Stardate.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. There is a door which leads outwards into a courtyard, which smells strangely of soot and slag. A sword lies on the desk as well.
Does Nesway know the smell of slag?
You slag. Inspect sword.
The sword seems almost holographic, but you do get a strange message that plays on in your head. Would you like me to send this to everyone, or do you just want to see it?
Send it to me for the moment.
Pee pee poo poo bum bum.
Actually, I will just copy this whole thing, put it in your...
Oh, these pumpkin seeds are sussy.
It's session 5, right?
6.
Nobody's written notes on session 5.
I have mine
Oh,
in the
shit.
book.
No, it's this session. This is
Yeah, I
session
think it's just
six,
because
yeah. No, it's this session 6.
I think it's because we skipped session 5 technically.
It is in your notes under players. It's under Neswayne. There's a new section that says manner. I suggest you listen to the audio file because it's far more entertaining than actually reading.
Is there other things on the table?
Just some documents
Busy.
called about
Documents?
documents of different random things. Some utility bills, some deeds.
So nothing of interest.
Nothing of any great interest to you, no.
My utility bills is pretty interesting. You can find out what they're spending.
You do see a door that leads out, however, Matrix.
I want to go
I can't-
out.
I can't find it, but I will.
Can't find it?
No.
Under players, find your name and there's a new section that says manner.
Oh, now it's there.
I'm trying to load into this. Oh yeah.
Hang on, I'm on the wrong level.
I found it. But
I know, there seems to be a large unlit fire in here. Workbenches covered in armors in varied degree of work. This is quite clearly a forge. And quite a well-equipped one at that. It seems to have some disuse, however, it's well-equipped. There seems to be a schematic drawing on the desk. But apart from that, no paper stands.
I assume it's this table.
Yes.
What's the schematic of?
It's something you've never seen before. It seems to be a strange device for holding someone's consciousness.
Have I come across something like this earlier? Can I
No.
know where it's from or anything?
You have never come across this before. It does have a few marks which remind you of your maker.
Maker made this. Could Matrix, out of like the schematic and the symbols, discern if her maker actually made this?
No, it's a schematic. It's difficult to know, but it has certain parts of his handwriting on it, along with a couple of others.
I'm gonna take the sword, and I'm also gonna take the other thing that is listed as being on the table.
Yeah, the sword you cannot touch. It's not real.
Oh.
The sword was a memory link.
And thinking I probably don't have time to read the captain's logs, since I assume there are many.
There are about 1,000. You wonder.
I'll gather them up and put them away to read them for another day.
And
How are you going to carry 1,000 leather-bound volumes?
I'll pick out the ones with nice titles.
They all have the same title: Captain's Log, then a number.
I'll just pick out a few random ones, like about 50 pages of random ones.
Okay.
If I was you, I'd grab the first and the last.
Yeah, I'll grab a few early ones, make sure to get the earliest and the last one, and then grab just 48 of the ones in the middle, just randomly.
1 to 7 and 936 to 982. There you go.
Did you actually just make a random table for that?
No, I made it up. I'm sad to admit that one. We
I would-
return to.
I would just before you go to the next, I would like to take the schematic.
You walk out to see Matrix rolling up a schematic, putting in orifice.
You will see Neswin has a very fine hat on.
It does have a
You
very
look
fine hat.
fabulous.
Thank you, lass.
It's not growing moss either.
Yeah, he's got his mossy hat under his arm now, and a fine hat on top.
It has a large, glinting golden feather and is made of purple velvet. The glinting feather seems to be almost fiery.
It matches your eyes.
Wow.
Just
It's the
Matrix.
voice. It's
Just
just the
Matrix.
voice.
Just Matrix has heard picked up somewhere that just commenting that something matches their eyes are a good compliment to give to someone, but not necessarily knowing if it does or not.
That's I mean, that's pretty smart.
Which it takes us to Sentry and Cyrus.
Right. I'm in a bit of
After
a
Cyrus
stroppy
has had his strop.
Well, I'm still in a stroppy mood. So I see there's a door here, obviously with
There
a
is
shade.
a door there.
I'm going to go into that room.
Okay.
And I'm going to shut the door after me.
Okay.
And I'm going to tell Sentry, like, I just need a minute, alright? Take your panic base somewhere else.
I just need a wank.
Okay,
Just
Master.
leave me
Something is nagging at me anyway, and he'll return to the stew pot. Can I put my finger in it and try to perceive how long ago it was cooked? Like how warm it is?
Absolutely. Do a nature roll for me. Or an investigation. It's up to you.
On its nature. So he just sticks his finger in to see how warm it is.
This has been cooked less than 24 hours ago, and it's being kept warm by a small fire beneath the pot.
Or it's like, have you ever seen those like trays you can put on the table where you light a little like candle underneath?
Yeah. It's like that.
And how long have we been in this manor for? Like a couple hours?
Yeah, an hour or two maximum.
Melvin's most likely dissipated now then.
Wait, did you say it's a tiny fire? Like, was it fueled by wood or just...
It seems to have some briquettes in it.
Oh, okay. I don't know how long they burned for, so I'm just going to assume that it was within the lot. It could be any number of hours.
Isn't a briquette? I don't know. 2 hours? I don't know. 3 hours probably.
Yeah, 2-3 hours.
Yeah,
Doesn't
so
seem to be burning away though.
if we've been in here for a couple hours, then they set that up only a couple hours before we came in. Which would mean whoever they are is either still in the building or has only just got like 2-3 hours away leaving. If they're like walking on foot. So kind of worrying if they're hostile, we don't know. But he'll return to Cyrus and tell him like that. Like what he
Cyrus,
thinks.
I'm terrified to ask this question. Cyrus, what are you doing in the room alone?
Smashing up the place. No, I'm gonna be searching through this desk, like quite like quick, ripping open drawers, like rummaging through paperwork, looking at the ledger on the desk, trying to read through it.
Seems to be a ledger of wine deliveries.
Excellent.
This
Exactly.
is clearly the butler's quarters.
Exactly what I was looking for. I want to find the one that mentions the Kadar wine.
Okay.
And see how long ago it supposedly came in.
Investigation.
I mean, it's just reading a piece of paper, fair enough.
No, it's a long ledger.
Actually, it's like you're skim reading to spot the name.
Yeah. The wine was delivered 2 weeks ago.
See, that Cyrus would think that's almost impossible because the last vintage was made before the fall. So that must literally be one that they've taken out just before we were betrayed. So that must be like literally the last, like one of the last few vintages ever made.
Not necessarily. It could just be an old bottle that's been just floating around because wine's better aged, right?
Wine doesn't last forever. Wine only lasts a few years.
I mean, sure. But like, we are in a universe where magic exists, Luke.
Yes, probably. Wine.
I'm just saying.
I still think there's a bit odd. They must have been there towards the end, Mark. We don't sell it anymore because it doesn't exist anymore. You know.
There is a signature.
Yeah, sorry.
There is a signature on the docket as well.
I will rip off the page with the signature. And
Okay, you're not going to read the signature?
yeah, I'll read the signature.
The signature reads Antitha Kadar
Do I?
from
I
my
just asked
from Antitha Kadar personal vault.
Do I know how close to relation that is?
Second generation.
Okay, well, I'll take that, and I'll just search the rest of the room. But I'm not happy about it.
There's nothing else in the room. It seems to be rather bare. If there was a butler, he hasn't been in time.
I'll leave the room with the page, and I'll hand it to Sentry. Be like, read this.
He'll read it, but he doesn't know your family history, so he just looks. He's like, they share the same last name as you, Master. Is that significant?
Well, private vault implies that this is a few weeks ago. Somebody's still out there.
That would be. That's an astute observation.
That's almost impossible. We barely made it out.
But I do not remember this name ever being at the fort or in the area around it. So perhaps they were never there to begin with, or we just never chanced into them. But I find that unlikely for a family member of yours.
Exactly. Unlikely indeed. Maybe somebody pretending to be family.
I guess we need to
Perhaps.
investigate further.
Exactly. And until that point, we're considering them a threat. And so shall you.
Agreed. And then I guess we'll just.
We'll just leave the room,
Yeah.
I've calmed down a bit now. Because I've I'm focused.
After finding out someone might impersonate a family member, you've mellowed.
Yeah,
Well,
that doesn't really work.
no. Hear me out. So it's not like being like red in the face, kind of like throwing a wine bottle at a wall. It's more tempered anger. Like it's driven to a goal. It's almost like
Channel.
mechanical. Yeah, it's channel. Yeah,
Like a stew
not
pot
like
bubbling away to itself. Just.
Until
it's
the
not
pot
like
explodes.
it's got. I can hold off the explosion of anger until we meet the person. Then I'll explode right in their face. Kill the country. No. I'll let Sentry take the lead for now. Right, Sentry, you pick the next room.
We have a room. I'll lead Cyrus back to the room with the well in it, and to this door here.
I'm very glad you picked that, though.
Well, I thought I'd actually finish a floor for once. We'll do this whole side, then. You know.
On the door, it bears the mark of an archaeomechanical gauntlet, followed by the inscription, High Tinker Arcanian's Lab. The door handle seems cast of pristine ivory, engraved with runes scrawled of a mechanical nature.
The room of some nerd. After you, Sentry.
A
Some
nerd dwells here. I
Some-
nerd.
Some nerd indeed, Master. And he'll open the door and I guess head in.
I never liked
in
the thinking.
attempting to open the door does not budge.
It seems to be locked, or perhaps
I
barred.
never liked the wizards back home. They were all a bit too uptight for my liking.
You can, however, see to the right there is a strange plinth with an instrument.
Instrument?
Yes.
Oh yes. I couldn't see it because of my vision, but yes.
I'm not entirely sure what you can see with your vision, so...
Is that actually that huge?
Uh-huh. A simple white marble plinth sits alone in the corner of a corridor. Upon it sits a well-used lute. It was once finely painted with beautiful gilt decoration, but it appears to have worn over time.
I'll turn to the resident bard, Cyrus.
One of the resident bards.
Now,
And
this is one Goliath-sized loot. I'm gonna put my hand on the loot. Is it still? Are the strings still threaded?
The strings are still perfectly threaded. This is perfectly serviceable.
Huh. I'm gonna try and lift it. Well, like you know, like your hand under and kind of feel the weight of it.
It's incredibly light,
I pick it up.
and as you touch it, it seems to kind of shrink.
Huh. I would like to. Wait, is there a? Is this what is this in front of the back on the back wall? Is that a painting or is that a plaque?
It is a painting.
What is the painting of?
It is a painting of a bard in dark robe, surrounded by jungle, and little black magical creatures with white face masks.
Wonder who they are.
Hmm.
Seem to be smiling and strumming this very lute.
I will begin to strum a merry tune on the lute.
Seems incredibly tuneful, and the music seems to carry throughout the entire manor. In fact, Matrix and Neswayne also here. Can I have a performance check from you to see how good you are at playing?
Oh yeah, I was about to say something, but I have to wait for that to happen first.
Ooh, it's a fantastic tune. What does it sound like?
It's gotta be. Wait, I don't know if I could do this because I was hoping it'd be an Arabic guitar, but like
You,
you know,
wanted you wanted like a sitar or something.
yeah. I guess it's just a jolly, cheerful kind of something you'd hear in a pub. Music you'd hear in a rauncous tavern.
Like a sea shanty kind of tune.
Oh, what a lovely tune I'm hearing echoing through the halls. Who's playing that?
Now, Century, this is a marvelous instrument. I'm
Out
keeping
of
this.
character, I actually found what I think you're talking about. They have something called an oud. Is it?
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's basically a lute, so you could basically play Arabic
Yeah.
lute music.
It's just a tuning
I
slider.
couldn't remember the name of the that's what I was thinking of. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what it
yeah,
looked like. You know what I mean? It does look like an oud.
yeah. Is it? Does this instrument do anything other than just sound good?
I mean, it sounds marvelous.
Are you asking me if it's magical?
I mean, I assume it
Actually,
is because
wait,
it's
why are
shrunk.
you
But
asking
like,
Alex? Well, cast identify.
And he can actually do that because he's a bard, so he's basically playing Identify spell as an Arabic tune. Jesus.
Way to actually use spell identify.
It is an instrument of bards.
Now that wasn't obvious.
I mean,
No, the item is called Instrument of the Bard.
the painting kind of was like, kind of
Yeah.
suggested it might
It's
do
one of
something.
those.
a little
That's one of
fast.
those things that really doesn't need a name other than its own. This one seems to be of elven make.
Good to know it's
Well,
not cursed.
That fits with our proprietor's last name, and what we roughly know about her. So I'll inform her. So, oh, this seems to be of a elven make. Remember those dead guys we found in that tomb? Perhaps it belongs to their people. I don't know. Don't know much of elves. Don't care much for elves. I'm just thinking. More back
Are
to
you
the door.
taking the loot or are you leaving?
Oh
it?
yeah, I'm keeping the loot. I'm hands down keeping this loot. I sent the picture up. It's mine now.
Yeah, I was worried that it was going to be cursed somehow.
It's not cursed. It's just a very powerful item.
Do you want to try the door again, or not bother?
Well, that's the thing. The door.
It is worth noting that the gears look not dissimilar to those on Matrix.
Probably
Ah.
a puzzle door. It needs some sort of special trick to open it, or we could just smash it.
I like the way you.
On that
After you.
note, we return to Century to Neswayne and Matrix before the doors get destroyed in my manor.
What's this statue?
This is an odd statue.
Matrix, can you recognize this statue? Is there someone you know here?
Scanning.
It is the statue of a small bird-like creature with a gigantic sword.
No.
Clad almost in the manner of a knight, with strange feathered accents across the armor.
Is there anything written on these notes in front of it?
It seems to be a manifesto for a strange society called the FBI.
I wonder what this FBI is.
What a strange lad. Would love to
Wait,
meet him one day.
Pardon, Luke?
We're gonna get swatted by the FBI.
No, it's
Uh,
a Dragon Heist.
It's from Dragon Heist, yeah.
Open your ass up.
Open your ass up?
How do you open your ass up? I'm just intrigued by that one. No,
You
not
grab
asking
each
that one.
feet with either hand, and you pull them over them.
I knew where that was going.
How could you not? How could you not?
Do you know when you say something and after you're like, should not have said that?
Give me an explanation. Actually, no, don't.
Yeah.
I can see that it's a toilet in.
Yes, this is the toilet.
I don't feel like going in there.
Do elves really shit gold? And I would look in the toilet.
It's sparklingly clean, but the bowl is made of gold.
Guess I'll never know.
Do we all think elves are fantastical creatures?
Yeah, by the sounds of it. Outside, you can see a courtyard of cobblestone surrounded by like grass-like fermentations. There's also some hay bales with some target dummies and arrows shoved very cleanly into the straw behind.
I'll step back to like what seems to be the appropriate distance,
There is a table lined with longbows and arrows.
and I'll take out my gun and try to place one shot in each target.
Go on, roll to hit. Twice.
Well,
You shoot one into you shoot both into the hay bales directly opposite each dummy.
You don't aim as good as you punch.
no, I
Stick
don't.
to punching.
These strange weapons are still new to me, but I do my best. Just as has been said, pistols are generally completely
Yeah.
foreign to like everyone in D&D.
Yeah.
So,
Further
like,
down,
It's actually impossible to have real proficiency with it. I have my proficiency bonus to pistols, but you don't get a strength or dex or any bonus to using it.
unless you're a gunslinger.
Yeah.
A simple pond approximately 30 feet stands directly in its surroundings. The cobblestone area seems to have very little in way of plant life, some trees and the odd shrub, but the pollen seems mainly the focus. No fish seem to frequent it, as it's just a simple limpid pool. Perhaps it was interested in the past, but seems to have been forgotten.
There is a new door. Did your grandmother
Okay,
make this as well?
I don't believe so.
Good. That means I can open it. I'll open the door and go inside.
Have Cyrus and Sentry been in this room?
We wouldn't
I don't
know.
know.
You would not know.
Because I can see something in that room, and that looks fucking cool.
Where?
I can see through these windows, and I'm just thinking,
Oh yeah, they have been in that room,
oh, okay.
but you wouldn't know that.
I wouldn't know, but it's whether it's worth using the energy to get around.
The problem with exploring this building in two different groups, we have no
Di-
way
di-
of knowing.
Didn't they like skip like half the first floor?
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, we went up the stairs and we found them. Not like an intentional skip. We just found stairs. We're like, okay, let's go.
You enter a small courtyard area with a large cobblestone.
With a large cobblestone. Got it.
It's a single block. Big. It's a big cobblestone.
Right, I'll call a couple of minutes break quickly. Be right back.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye, my love.
What's your
Looks like
character's
Alex
strength,
left
Luke?
He's let us have reset.
Luke, what's your character's strength?
17.
Okay, you're pretty strong. You got a crowbar, yeah?
Uh,
Oh shit! I just realized I have +5 strength.
I have hatchet as well.
Okay, so what we do is we stick the crowbars in the door jamb, and then we both just push on them, and then just break the door open. I mean, it's wood, right? The door's wood, so this is a burglar trick of the trade. They do that in real life. Trust me. We just crack it open with 2 crowbars.
Got kick ass, take names.
Then we loot the nerd's room. I mean, the door probably has some mechanism to it to open, but
Yeah,
With
I'm
the-
not a big fan of wizards and elves.
Nerds and elves, specifically.
with the 2 characters that lack intelligence, so we act on
Mate,
instinct.
I've got average stats.
I mean, I've got average intelligence, yeah, but I'm not like a genius.
I'm above
I mean-
average. I've got +1. I'm above average intelligence.
Sheesh.
Cyrus is a learned man.
Learned.
I want to know if I can
He's
play
just-
some of this Arabic music I found in the music.
He's just highly
know
annoyed
if I-
with the fact that this person has somehow managed to get bottles that shouldn't exist.
I mean, they should. I mean, come on, wine can keep for like 20 years, right?
If the vineyards are all destroyed. As in
Yeah,
actually,
but
like,
that was like only a couple of years ago. That wasn't like
we said it was like a decade, didn't we?
no, it was only like 5 years.
You're
there would
50,
still be-
you're-
Oh, ooh.
How old are you again? We said you weren't around.
Yeah,
that
I'm
long.
25, but it was 20 years of us living normally, and then it was 5 years of us in the desert, right?
I thought it was 10 years in the desert. 15 years. I thought you were 20.
No, I'm pretty sure it was. I'll read the backstory. Don't worry. Yeah, 5 years ago. So there's
Okay.
still 15 years worth of wine could still be floating around. It's the fact that it's signed recently. That's the thing that gives it away.
Yeah, I mean, I just didn't want to drink a bottle that's my dead family's.
Yeah, I get that. Bro, I had a brain fart. I actually didn't realize. I haven't actually spoke about your last name for a while.
Yeah, it's like, Kadar, who the fuck is that?
It's just like I knew Sturgeon. I thought his last name was Sturgeon or something like something Sturge
Sturgeon?
related.
Oh, House Sturgis.
Yeah, because it was House Sturgis. So I remembered House Sturgis, and I completely forgot that he had a separate last name. Because I
Oh, yeah,
remembered,
House Cyrus Kadar of House Sturgis.
yeah,
Yeah.
It's like a cadet branch, you know?
Sorry about that.
You're Donald.
didn't have my CK3 Dynasty tab open. Luke didn't really realize that there was a separate house.
You're Donald. You're Donald. You're Donald.
Are we all here and ready to carry on? I do apologise.
Yes,
Yes.
it's okay, my love.
It's okay.
Okay,
darling.
Mr. Bryce, I'm back.
Thank you,
Mr. Bryce,
for
can I go to
letting
the
me
toilet?
No,
Mr. Bryce, I need to go have a shit. Can I
Wait,
go?
what year do you teach again?
we've got a break time. Year 4.
Ah, year 4.
Oh, so
Oh,
it
that's
does,
the
it does
worst
check
age.
out.
I like year
So
4.
I am accurate then. I am actually accurate with you being like, fucking hate my job, fucking hate my life.
Fucking hell.
Fucking wish I was dead. In class.
Why is he so chavvy in your mind?
Being from up north.
Fucking hate it.
It's the polar opposite of me. Why do I sound like freaking what's his name?
Countdown,
from-
countdown.
From Red Dwarf.
I love Stephen Gerrard.
Craig Davis.
I love Stephen Gerrard.
Yeah, see? Yeah, no, right, we're going to carry on. So, Matrix and Neswayne, you're on a large veranda with cobblestone and a open barbecue with chairs arranged so you can see the sunset, presumably.
Ah, so
Two
we're not on
large stone doors. The exit.
one large cobblestone. I understand.
The back garden is one massive.
It was just very funny how you left it at exactly that. So I was like, all right, one cobblestone coming up.
the elemental by Earth.
Do not go in rooms you do not have access to.
Sorry,
Bad Biner.
I'm gonna literally put someone of Alex's
I'm
pupils.
sorry.
When you're being bad, I'll insist on calling you Biner again.
The surface of this door bears the mark of House Sturgis, followed by a named inscription, the study of Antitha Kadar. The handle seems to be cast of pure gold and is engraved with runes of an Arabic nature.
Based.
I don't think it's our place to be looking into this room.
The wrong side of the building.
Unless you know who this is. I agree. I don't know this person.
I think this is something to do with Cyrus, our boy.
How do you know?
Well, he's told me he's Cyrus Kadar of House Sturgis.
Good point.
That is true. That is true.
It is hard to argue with you.
I've got memory loss.
Your point is valid. Let's go back outside and find a new entrance.
I'll walk outside and I'll just try to in an effort to help. I'll sort of just be like, I don't fucking know where the boys went at. I'll shout, hoping a window is luckily open.
You
Oi!
hear the booming dwarven voice of Neswayne. What's he saying?
Oi, Cyrus! I don't know where. Gordon's alive. No,
Yeah, I like to think of Neswayne as Brian Blessed, but I can't do the voice.
I just put him as Mr. Krabs then. SpongeBob, me boy.
Yeah, it must be Brian Blessed as Mr. Crab.
Cyrus, me lad, there's a room down here on the first floor on the north wing with our name on it.
That was a very extensive shout.
I'm sorry, man. Luckily I did something like screaming it outside.
Cyrus, can you roll a perception check, please?
Yes, sir, Mr. Krabs.
You hear room and you need to come here, and strangely you hear ladies.
What does it sound
But
like?
it was definitely in Neswayne's voice.
You hear like, that's a room, come here, ladies.
Boy.
Yeah, you definitely hit me, boy, at the end of it. You know it's Neswayne.
Me lad.
I keep getting I look like 25 now, whatever.
Yeah. He was calling you mid-boy before you looked 25. It just makes more sense now.
Everyone's
We're looking at-
boy. Everyone's boy unless to Neswayne, because A, he doesn't give a shit. Yeah, A, he doesn't give a shit. B, he's 600 years old.
I can hear Neswayne calling Sentry. Should we go for him, or do you want to bust in through his door first?
He could be calling for Matrix. We do not know he's calling for us.
He did say the word boy. Probably calling for you.
I'm just wondering how long it's going to take before one of you says that Neswayne has Alzheimer's or something.
That Matrix is also a confused one. He could be calling for them.
Sentry McClunker!
Get
Get Cyrus down here right now!
Let's bust this door down first, then, alright?
We're dedicated on busting this door down.
You get the crowbar.
Uh,
Leverage it in.
well, we use both crowbars, right? We'll just both do
Yeah.
both of them.
You leverage, and I'll put mine in, and I'll try and pull.
As you attempt to take a crowbar to the door, your crowbar shatters.
Ooh.
So if you roll dexterity saving throws.
Oh, crowbar shrapnel.
Yep.
Don't breathe this.
Jesus Christ, people!
Jesus!
You'll be heckin' beast.
That was
You
minor
narrowly
inconvenience.
escape shrapnel.
Narrowly, he
Narrowly?
easily.
Cyrus narrowly escapes it. Sentry escapes it with aplomb.
I know you flip, so you like
Does
doesn't
he?
spin.
Does the
like
Matrix
Sentry-
thing where he leans backwards and
Yeah,
just
no,
like,
Just,
it all
just
goes
go
over?
down with Sentry straddling the well.
You know,
Oh, well,
Sentry
yeah.
steps out of the way. Sentry steps out of the way before the shrapnel comes.
Yeah, he just
I
looks
was
at it
imagining
happen.
Spider-Man 3. Spider-Man 3 with the Hobgoblin throws those balls with the spinny blades on him, and Spider-Man
The
just
Hobgoblin?
in the alleyway. In a twist of the alleyway, all the shit goes around him. I don't know. As in the original Spider-Man 3, Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 3. You've got to clarify that. Sorry.
Oh, we're not going through that door then, so we might as well go
Might as well
find Neswayne.
Maybe there's a staircase this way. Oh wait, no, we saw a staircase actually. So we can tell he's coming from downstairs, right?
Yeah, he comes. He sounded like he came from this side of the building.
This way. Oh, okay, I can see where you. He sounds like he was this way, but I mean we're gonna have to go all the way back side.
I mean, yeah, we didn't see a staircase around the corner, so we have to go back.
Oh God. Well, what do you reckon we should do then?
I mean, we might as well group up, so let's just abandon the door before we break another crowbar.
Okay, I'm gonna walk like over here and look up this hallway first before I know where the staircase is. It's down in this room, so
Oh.
You
I'm
see,
just gonna look
at the end of the hallway, you see a bandaged chest that looks like it has teeth and eyes.
Sentry, have a look at this chest. And I'll like stand to the side to let Sentry look up.
Seems
it-
inanimate, but above it there's a picture of a druid holding an urn.
Does that not look like you?
But that is probably the worst mimic we have ever come across. If we can see the teeth. Yeah,
Should we check it out? Or should we go this way?
do you have
Oh,
a dagger? Well, I have one. Actually,
Yeah.
Charlie, I'm gonna pull out my longbow and shoot the chest at the other end of the room.
Roll an attack to hit.
Do I actually have that set up? If I equip my longbow, will that add an action for it?
Should do. Oh, is that loot item? I couldn't find it in the. Or is it a custom item?
Do I hit it?
No, it's not customized. You most definitely hit it.
Do you want me to roll damage on it, or?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I can't find it in D20. Rolled in D&D Beyond even. So I'm just gonna add a basic loot for now.
Yeah, it is there. Instrument of Bards.
Oh, I couldn't. It didn't come up when I type in bards. It doesn't come up. When I type in instrument, it didn't come up. It says no results found.
Instrument of Bards.
Maybe add extra to your inventory, if you can.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, I could. Yeah, I could say I can't. Nothing comes up for me. Trust me, I tried.
Oh no, it doesn't come up. I don't know why it doesn't come up. How odd.
Yo. Nice looking loot though. That instrument. Right. So did you hit it right? You hit the chest.
Yeah.
Did damage. Are you gonna pull your arrow back?
Well, did the chest react? That's the question.
The chest
I
did
mean-
not react.
Yeah, so I guess I'll walk over and retrieve the arrow and see if I can open the chest.
The chest seems inanimate, and it's far from a chest. It's actually a statue.
Well,
Well, that was a waste of time. Time well wasted.
what a weird place to put a statue, though.
Yeah, and a weird statue as well.
It's just sort of at the end of a hallway.
Luke, refresh your character sheet and your.
Okay. Well, do you know what? Nesway can wait a bit longer, can't he? How about
I've
Pretty
waited
sure
my
I
whole
should-
life, lad.
there's a door down here. Do you want to check out this last room? Go find him afterwards. Maybe we'll call to him.
Yeah, that's acceptable. We can do that now. Still, whatever you want to do.
Plus,
I
it gives
have-
you time to get over the disappointing reality of the fact that was a statue. And I'm going to stand here and see if I can get into this room.
Let's
The
never
door
talk
opens-
about this again.
The door opens perfectly. Which is the moment
yeah,
we
and
return
like-
to Nesway and Matrix.
But another double bed.
Matrix, my lass.
I see
Mil-
fancy room.
Me lass du.
Yes.
Me they.
Where the fuck
Matrix-
are you guys?
Matrix me
Yo, my
they.
big titty mama.
Would it actually be suitable for you to call Trix lass or lad? Because that isn't that the
I'm every single time I refer to you, I mix it. I say
Oh,
lass
okay.
one moment, I say lad the
One
other
of
moment.
Yeah, because
the-
even that's made me confused. Because like when you do that, I'm like, wait, did you call me lass the last time? Now you call me lad.
It's
Yeah.
because Matrix has told us that they don't care.
I don't care.
So Nesway is just like, oh, whatever comes out of my mouth is whatever.
But yes, hello.
Would you like to? Oh shit! Look at that dragon skull.
What?
Oh, I know where they are.
You see
Oh,
a massive
dragon!
infernal burning dragon skull. In its mouth, a strange great sword which seems to be emanating cold even in the fiery dragon's jaws.
Would you like to check out the skull or go further into this map room?
I like maps. Maps equals knowledge.
Suck in some knowledge from the teeth of this map.
Oh god.
In something.
Oh, we back at the courtyard. Or this thing.
Based on my backstory, how well do I recognize this map? Actually, based on my backstory, how much of this map have I drawn?
The length of this chamber beneath the stair overlooks a low maintenance courtyard beyond stained glass. Coaches and benches line the walls, offering many locations upon which one may perch themselves. The most prominent point of interest, however, is a small table capable of seating 8 individuals.
Small.
Small chairs, which surrounds a table adorned with a map of a strange continent. The continent is very clearly Chult.
Okay, sure. But we need to talk about your definition of small table.
Comparative to the manor, it's small.
Oh, would you look at this? It's the peninsula of Chult. I haven't
Indeed
been
it
there
is.
for ages. Port Nyanzaru is quite a strange place, quite chaotic.
Indeed it is. What does a map of Chult do here?
They were probably adventurers who ever resided here. Or travelers, or at least fond of traveling.
Is there anything else in the room? Except for like
It's
barrels
a
and
picture of the
books?
fucking round table. No, okay, it's not a picture of the round table. I was expecting it to be a picture of the fucking round table.
Are you not entertained?
I know
Um,
what Chult looks.
I only just realized there's a door here.
Yeah, there is
There
a
is
door here.
indeed a door there.
Door.
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 So we agree on going through the door.
Yes.
The doors open up into the entranceway, which you once.
Oh, we've been here.
Good. We are not lost.
Now.
I'll try and, from here, I'll try to shout again.
What do you shout?
Cyrus, me boy! Oh my god, my voice is going. Cyrus, me boy! Where are you? Sentry! Come
Cyrus,
downstairs.
Sentry. Cyrus, Sentry.
Can Matrix even be loud? Can she
Yeah.
synthesize loudness?
Yeah, probably. She can
I'm-
be as
I'm
loud as anyone else can be.
I'm a real gnome. Of course I can yell.
Sentry and Cyrus, can you roll perception checks, please?
Sure. Ooh.
Okay, I don't think they hear us.
Do you hear some strange guttural sounds? Some sound technological, some just sound like an old man having a heart attack. But you can't understand what they're saying.
That leaves a lot up to the interpretation here.
It really does.
I think we need to go find them.
Since she pauses and turns to Cyrus, you don't think Neswain and the robot sort of like looking down towards like the
The
Quadruple
double bed.
yeah quadruple bed.
Okay,
There was
we're
going not-
up the stairs at least.
Hey, what did you say, Mark? Sorry.
bruh. Did you actually hear anything that Alex said at first?
I heard what Alex said. I just didn't hear what you said.
Okay, I was like, you don't think that, Neswain and the construct, and it gestures towards the bed. Because we heard guttural noises, some technological, and some sound like an old man having a heart attack.
I'm gonna be like, oh, no. It makes sense. Before they went off together and left us two to explore the rest of the house.
Maybe they're
Indeed.
expecting you to do the same.
Indeed, master, indeed. And there are
Makes sense.
plenty of these beds jotted about the place, as you have often noted.
His exquisite design. Nesway in the old dog. I'm
Wait,
gonna,
okay.
no,
You carry on first.
I was gonna smile, like slap my knee a little bit, and be like, "An old salty sea dog."
I have heard it can be lonely as a sea captain.
I mean, I don't know which one's older. Can't comment on that. But no.
Matrix and Nesway, you enter this perfectly appointed dining chamber, apart from the fact there has been one place setting with the plates pushed forward, along with an empty glass of wine and a bottle. On the side to the north, you can see a blood stain dripping down the wall and broken glass at the base of the wall.
This is the north, yeah?
Yes,
And on this main table,
yes.
there's blood dripping off.
There is wine dripping down the wall.
Ah.
There.
Is that recent?
Yes. There seems to be a bowl on the table with discarded soup and pastry.
I'll put a finger to the wine on the wall and taste it for a moment.
Tastes utterly delicious. Apart from the fact it tastes of stone now.
Shame to waste wine on this.
Indeed, it's fine wine, but I think this is a trace of where the lads have gone.
So follow
Indeed.
the broken glass and alcohol and you'll find them, is what we're going with now.
That's what we're going with, yeah.
Yeah.
Head north.
You see
I see a boy. I see a boy.
Pulls his compass out.
I see them too.
How are you seeing me through a wooden door?
the door is open.
Oh, fair enough. I didn't assume that we closed it behind us, but okay.
You never stated you closed it much. Sentry just comes around the corner.
Should we go and scare them?
I'm under the assumption we haven't closed any doors.
No,
that
you
we've
haven't.
been through, except when line.
Oh, so we would have been easy to find. They would have known we went into all these
Just
other
follow
rooms.
the open doors.
What's your passive perceptions?
13.
13, yeah.
What, are you just going to try and roll stealth to beat that, or what? Like, how do you want to do it? I mean, I'm not very passively perceptive.
Wait, hold on. I need to do this too.
Is a one of you fails the giveaway.
Oh.
Oh, I have disadvantage because heavy plate armor. So you
I can hear this way then.
yeah, you hear me definitely.
You hear the crumpled moving of old bones and shanking of armor.
I'll turn
Hey.
around.
How you going, lads?
Every time that Nesway appears, you get a waft of sea air.
I am just going to sneak past everyone, stand behind Cyrus, and then just scream.
Are you just gonna play like the fucking sound cue, the jump scare scream from your screen?
The
Yeah.
Wilhelm scream.
Just to scare.
You, Cyrus, you hear a scream behind you. The most blood-curdling scream ever.
I will spin with a hand axe in my hand. I'll pull my hand axe from my belt and be like, what the fuck?
You turn
No.
to see Matrix with her mouth open playing a sound clip.
And then just afterwards,
Oh,
just
so
ha,
nice.
ha, ha, ha,
I'll look
ha.
back towards Sentry and be like, they're finished. And like laughingly say, it's like, looks like they're finished, Sentry.
Neswain smells even more like the sea.
And there's where I can't believe it. You were in the thing, and I point towards Matrix.
What can't you believe?
Well, long journeys get lonely, makes sense.
Oh,
Man
she's a
of your
good
age.
she's a good sparring partner, although she doesn't do any real damage.
Oh, yeah, I was wondering why you were sweaty.
Actually, you'll see like Matrix is slightly like dented and has like scratches on her at this point.
Yeah, this just reaffirms mine and Sentry
Hmm.
story.
Yeah, Neswayne has just admitted he can go a few rounds with Matrix.
Yeah, Cyrus will be like, it's a bit unorthodox, my taste. But you're a bit more well travelled than me.
Anyway, Cyrus, Sentry.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. Are autonoms even capable of
Intimate
got a
relations.
You got a mouth,
You've
don't you?
got a mouth. You listen.
how would that even work? I'm just genuinely curious.
I'm not-
When you think you're a real gnome,
Well,
Lubricant.
yeah.
I'm not
Yeah,
loving
that's
where
what
this
I
is
say.
going.
it's just
Nes
engine
Wayne
oil.
uses stone scent. Nes Wayne uses stone scent on you. I know.
I don't
Mm.
think that would be very pleasurable.
No.
No, that's why me and Sentry are kind
That's
of.
why we find it weird. I mean, I guess you are warm, right? Like you have an operating temperature.
Of 0.
Do you-
No,
do you-
she's
do you-
got
do
me
you have-
warm a little bit.
Do you have
she
a
has an operating temperature of 0.
Just no, like is it like a car where it's like it operates at any temperature, but like when it gets going, it gets to like 90
Yeah,
degrees.
no, she'd warm up a bit just by moving around and I don't know.
Always only
just to heat herself, so
balance
just like
out the
freeze.
temperature. As an
So,
exhaust
yeah.
port.
Anyway, Cyrus, Sentry, have you found anything of interest?
Oh,
No, not really.
I found a room with the sigil of House Sturgis on it. I couldn't open it, but I believe you can.
Oh, we found a room with a. Was it Sentry mechanical symbol of some form? You speak robot. It's probably you know this.
Yeah.
11001110.
yes, sir. I speak robot. And all that sort of-
Air quotes.
Yeah.
Robot.
You'll find shards of a crowbar next to the door we found.
Disregard that. That was there when we got there.
Yes.
I suggest you go to the northern end of the house, downstairs. There's a courtyard. Go through the courtyard and you'll find a room with your name on it, specifically. Not Cyrus, but Kadar. You know what I mean.
I've seen this
Well,
one. You do not want to come with us.
Yeah.
I think Matrix, we should check out the robot room. Air quotes.
Yeah. I'll tap Sentry on the shoulder and gesture towards the bed behind us and be like, and then like wink to him.
So, Sentry, out of solidarity, why don't you join Matrix and show her where the room is? I'll go downstairs and I'll show Cyrus where the Kadar room is.
I'll sort of look at Cyrus and see if he okays it.
Cyrus looks
Like,
very nervous and backs into a corner of the room.
No, I'll be like, looks like he's trying to make Matrix jealous. And I'll walk out with Nesway. You go play mum and dad with Matrix. See you later, Sentry.
To speed things up a bit, I'm just going to move myself to that place.
Yeah. We're just gonna say.
And
if
I'm-
anyone
yeah.
wait, I have no clue where the fuck I'm going. Just
Here.
where is the room?
Here. There is
Wait.
room.
Top.
Are you pinging?
Top right.
I'd already moved you.
No, you hadn't. I was in the other room still.
I'm pinging it.
Okay. Oh, are you blue? Who's? I can see blue pinging. Who's? what
I'm
colour are you?
blue.
I'm red.
I'm getting so thrown off with people pinging room. Oh, okay. I forgot we're on the lower map. Sorry. I forgot there was 2 maps over like one.
You've been in the top floor so long, you forgot there was the bottom floor.
Well, I literally thought like transitioned us to another like map, not like dragged our tokens down to a lower. But yeah. Me and Neswayne are out here.
No, come through here. The map is very low res for me right now.
He says in character.
That happens in new places.
That's what cataracts are.
Wow.
It's just the world getting low res.
Jesus. That's taken a dark countenance very quickly. It's
Whilst
like,
I'm waiting for
NPCs
Neswayne's
committing a suicide.
Whilst I'm waiting for Neswayne's eyes to load up high resolution real life, I'm gonna be like, how
Oh.
does it work anyway? I'm just gonna randomly say to him like, how does it work anyway? And I'm
Well,
gonna
I
see what his
found-
response is.
Well, I found a door with my grandmother's name on it, and Matrix couldn't open it, but I could naturally. So
Oh no,
I said,
I meant you and Matrix. How does?
well, she
I was concerned that was what he was going at.
she punches me, and then he'll like beat his chest like proudly, just like she punches me, but then nothing comes through.
Oh,
Oh,
He's the
all very
bottom.
confusing.
She's the
So you-
dom.
Is it? Did you enjoy it?
I
I'm at a
didn't.
loss.
I didn't enjoy beating her. No, it wasn't a fair fight.
Is beating women something culturally? I don't want to be offensive here.
She's not a woman. He's not a woman. They're not a woman.
So you're
Sorry.
not into women?
Sorry, I'm a bit old.
I'm at a miss.
Cyrus,
Are
are
you
you sure we're talking about the same thing?
I mean, if you don't like women, that's fine.
Cyrus, I'm talking about Matrix had a sparring match with me in the courtyard. What are you talking about?
Oh, right. No, that makes more sense.
Did you
Yeah.
think? Oh no!
All these double beds, and well, me and Sentry naturally just shoot.
But Cyrus, I don't know if
You
I don't know if Matrix has the parts.
No,
You-
neither did we. We were wondering, and
Well, I've
we
never
went on
been
about
there.
the dating game might not be as good for a man of your age. So.
Oh no! It's been 300 years since I ever had eyes on someone. That's a lie. It's been 50 years.
Well,
Why would he lie about Yes, I'm a mega virgin. Actually, no way, I'm not.
I mean, at the end of the day, we just assume that lonely sea traveler meets young androgynous robot thing.
But the problem is, Matrix isn't young either. Matrix might be older than me. I forget.
We did actually wonder as well. We wondered which one of you was the cradle snatcher.
I think I've been alive for longer, but I think Matrix was made before me. I just don't think they've been turned on, for lack of better phrasing.
Perfect phrasing. Perfect phrasing.
Now let's get this confusion out of the way. I did
Yeah.
not sleep with that. I did not sleep with that thing.
But you don't plan on either.
I don't think so. They're very much smaller than me, and they're made of metal. I don't think it's comfortable.
I was starting to get worried old Sentry might be a bit jealous. You know, being a robot and you getting intimate with the only robot on the team.
Well, we did just leave them alone in a room with a quadruple bed.
That's my thing. All these quadruple beds around. Whoever owns this house must be, relations with a lot of people, to be honest.
They must be shagging the shit out of each other.
All the wine around. Drunken parties. Lots of beds.
Never a shortage of beds.
My kind of house, I guess.
Now let's get on with getting you through this door.
Yes.
Oh,
I struggle
I'm
with
gonna look-
breathing.
This is gonna be my favorite part to listen back to about this recap.
oh Jesus, no.
Right, I'm gonna look at the door. I'm gonna leave Neswayne to recover from.
Hey, your level. Where are you? You're level.
One. We're on the ground level. We're on the right side, but the courtyard with the bow shooting.
Yes.
I shot the pistol at the things that were in the room.
That is a matter of opinion.
I shot the pistol vaguely in the direction of things.
Yes, there is a large stone door that bears the mark of House Sturgis, a large wolf's head, followed by the inscription, "The Study of Antifa Kadar."
Saw this name earlier on a piece of paper about wine shipment, a signature. I don't recognize it. Related to me, perhaps. Impersonator, perhaps. Anyway, we'll find out, I guess. I'm gonna open the door if I can.
Okay, yeah, you most definitely can.
And in I go. And away we go.
And away we go.
This room is clearly fit for a hunter or individual used to the wildlands of Lost Worlds. Fur skin rugs fill the floor, hunting knives of all manner of survival equipment lines every surface. A simple bed is placed in the corner. Clearly less attention has been paid to this area.
It's still a quadruple bed.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the oak table surfaced with green leather seams filled with notes on wildlife and terrains. Upon the oak table sits a complex wooden box adorned with filigree planets and iconography depicting stars. It bears a simple missive in immaculately penned golden letters. It reads simply, "To Cyrus."
I'm just gonna, for 1 second, I can see through this tiny piece of the dynamic lighting layer. You have walked past. You have walked past this room.
Oh yeah, we
With-
couldn't get in from that
with
side.
a-
The other side was locked. We tried to get in. That door was locked, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, okay. 'Cause I was gonna say you've missed this room by a millimeter.
Yeah, no. We tried, and I'm pretty sure it was locked.
No,
So we
you didn't,
went
you didn't
down.
even try.
I swear we did, because we went up to the room above.
You didn't try that room, though.
Oh no, we didn't. We went down, and the staircase is in the room. No, we haven't. Yeah, we haven't. We just went south because, like, naturally, you're not going to go south, find a staircase, exit the room with a staircase, go back up and explore the ground floor. You just go to the staircase.
Yeah. Anyway, note to
We went
Cyrus.
south. Yeah. So I'll pick it up. I'll have a read.
It just says "To Cyrus." Inside the filigree box seems to be a strange white orb.
I will
Which
pull it
looks
out
like a planet. We'll put it down.
and look at it.
The orb will read a message to you in your head. Where I have to copy it. Obviously, I can't copy it before now because I can't reveal it before now.
There's Wayne's getting into bed.
It's ready for you, my dear. Luke, you have a new section in your OneNote called Mana. Under players.
Yeah. It's just loading up. Hang on.
Yours is like the hardest one to record.
So, besides this in the room, is there anything else of note?
No, just simple hunter's equipment.
That's a big wolf.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
yeah,
a direwolf pelt.
Can I have a look at some of the bows, etc., in the room? Because I can see there's like a bow on the table here, some arrows.
Yeah. They seem to be basic training equipment. Nothing of any great importance.
I think there's a reason this room is next to the fucking training grounds.
Yeah.
Which I totally nailed on both shots, no problem.
Can I insight check
Yes.
that? On a. Terrible.
You think he may be embellishing slightly, but you don't think he's lying.
Well, Ned Wayne, I've seen you perform, and I gotta say, I've been impressed so far.
Would you let no? No.
I'm gonna open. Can we open this door now? Can we go out this way?
Yes.
So we'll go out this way.
Boy, that's a big fucking dragon.
Oh, it's the dragon skull. Yeah. Very strange.
You've been here.
Yeah, we went down here. We went.
Oh.
I'll point towards the door to the south. We went that way, through up there and up there. And
Oh,
Well,
that's
well-
what you saw on this side. Oh, we're back here again.
What
I
did you
see.
think of the dragon skull?
Why is there a sword in it?
Oh, I don't know. We found it that way. Nah, then I'll jokingly say to him, "The sword's evil. Don't touch it. We found it in another room. We put it in the
So
dragon.
So you tried to slay a dragon post-mortem, is what you're saying?
Well, we thought. Well, Sentry thought as well that the sword was made of ice. So you put it in the flaming dragon skull, it would melt or be destroyed. But magic sword, so didn't work out.
I mean, I'll admit, his logic is sound.
Well, he's a machine.
However, it is dead.
Yeah. I mean, you can pull the sword out if you want, but it is cursed.
It's far too big for me. I leave the cursed sword in the cursed skull.
That reminds me. Here, I'll pull out the axe of dwarvish lords. I found this. Looks like
Was
a
that
dwarven
a-
axe of some form.
Was that a great axe, by the way?
What's the thing it reads as? Battle axe.
Oh, sick. Oh, what's
Oh,
this?
We found it in one of these rooms, some tarnished room. It looks like the guy hated him, urged him or something. It's just sitting on his desk. It's a bit broken, but it would serve you better, I think.
I'll happily take the sword. Do I recognize it as like dwarven craftsmanship?
It is most certainly dwarven.
Huh.
It actually comes from Gortlgrim.
I think I recognize this sword. Not this specific sword, but I recognize this artistry.
Which is when we will turn to Sentry and Matrix, just to confuse you. You've now split two different ways.
Oh no. Well, now you don't have to alliterate with Sentry and Cyrus.
It's not Matrix and Sentry. I'm not sure which is worse.
Fantastic door.
Mark,
Sorry, I had to adjust my headset. What'd you say? Hello?
you arrive at the door you are at the door with Matrix, with the broken crowbar at your feet.
Does she not recognise the stuff that's all over the door? I was kind of hoping.
Would I recognize this? I would.
Yeah,
recognize
it looks almost identical to the marks on the schematic you found earlier.
Interesting. I have seen this before.
We was kind of assuming you would have. Any ideas on how to open the door? Gesturing towards the broken crowbar and the handle.
Well, as far as I am concerned, I think opening a door goes like this, and I'll show him how to open the door, literally.
In a really passive-aggressive way. Like, this is how you use a door, Sentry. Look, isn't it good?
See,
Ah, yes.
that is
your
how you.
intelligence knows no bounds. And we enter the room.
Inside, there's a smell of metallic tinge in the air, and sparks of metal sort of still hover from creation. The room itself seems sprawled and somewhat untidy. Strange components and gibberish writings are strewn about every surface, and even some stuck into the walls. On the further wall, there is a alchemy table with a myriad of ingredients, which in their time may have been useful, but seem to have withered away. Clearly, this room has not seen use in some time. Inside, there is, however, a large pyramid-shaped box sitting on the desk, which is the only thing that draws your attention, because it seems to be made of the same material as Matrix.
After Matrix, I guess. I mean, it's kind of a room built for you.
I think this box is made of the same material as my armor. Yes. I'll go to the box. I don't know which table the box is at, but I just go to where the box is.
Out of character, I don't actually know what you're made out of. So that could be a really common metal like iron or steel. I actually have. What is it?
Yeah, what
Like,
what
what are you
am I
made
made
of?
of?
A metal called arcanium.
Ah.
Arcanium.
So it is kind of rare.
It's very rare. And
My
it's not a metal
master,
you find.
my master made my armor.
As you touch this strange pyramid-like creation, it lights up, and you get a wide, varied array of data in your head before finally it materializes into the form of almost a memory. It's not your memory.
Hmm.
And an audio recording plays in your head, which is in your
Matrix just stands there like watching the box.
like low power mode.
You can almost hear her gears in her mind starts to go like a computer booting up a game.
You're a guy
No,
watching the thing.
what
I'm a
just
guy
happened-
watching a guy.
What just happened was the DVD logo bouncing around in Matrix's head just hit a corner.
Oh,
They just start celebrating, just start screaming like, "Whoa,
that is
yeah, baby!"
that is
You
so.
just suddenly hear Matrix say, "Video piracy is a crime."
You wouldn't download a car.
Oh, I've forgotten about those. Oh. Okay, is there anything else in the room?
Not of any note, no. This room again seems to be empty, as this has been vacated or cleaned long ago.
I
w-
wonder who lived in here.
Me.
Cyrus eloquently put it as a nerd.
Did he?
Yes, that is his exact words. A nerd lived here.
Why did he say it was a nerd?
That just gestures to the entire room.
I don't
I
see
am a
the
young
issue.
man now. I'm a young man again. I'm starting to act up like a young man would.
You're gonna go through your rebellious stage, are you?
The robussy
Exactly.
about to make me the robussy about to make me act up.
Exactly. The wrong pussy.
Well, I don't think there's anything else here to pick up.
Yes, this room does seem rather lacking.
Have
What was
you?
the? What did the thing do? Did you actually pick up the pyramid or just touch it? Like, is it still there? The
I
thing
did,
that you.
I didn't say anything about it. I picked it up and I got something in my head. I assumed I put it back.
Sentry, you feel a strange draw, almost a pull to the opposite side of the manor.
You feel a strange pull towards Matrix, specifically the groin area.
That's yours, Neswayne. That's yours.
You didn't realise you had a penis until now.
Bros before Robo Hose.
Bros before robe hose.
Uh,
Well, she's a cumball.
yeah, I feel like that is true. Very good, Luke. Very good. I forgot about that. So yeah, I guess I'll just go towards your friend of the mansion.
Have you explored the entirety of second floor?
No, we didn't get a chance to before Neswayne dragged Cyrus off.
Show me what room you haven't entered.
A gesture to what I haven't been in.
Gesture to
Gesture to where you haven't been.
So essentially walks out to the dining room and it just points to the other end and goes, this entire half of the manor. So everything that side.
I feel like in my head I was thinking like, oh, Sentry and Matrix are great because they speak and enunciate and like they work the same way very logically. But I've realized that because they're both very logical in their own ways, they don't work together at all.
the last time this happened, they killed a mermaid and tried throwing her body out to sea.
But boys get it done. Real boys, as in me and Neswayne, get it done.
Everything on this half of the manor we have not explored. I assume you and Deswayne covered most of the bottom floor.
We did. We found some interesting places. We found a door made by his grandmother.
His grandmother? A
Yes.
family member of Kadar was here. That doesn't seem unnatural to you.
Says the
No,
robot.
we found more weird, interesting things. It's
Hey, I'm-
it's not the weirdest things we found.
See, I'm a part of project of magical science, Alex. It's perfectly normal.
Why don't you justify it?
I can join you in adventuring the second half of the second floor.
Okay. Just towards the other end. You just like agree and just go, okay, and then like nod. And just head to the door.
I like to imagine that they hold hands at this point.
You can ship
But-
whoever you want, man. You're
He ain't taking your
headcanon.
girl. He ain't taking your girl.
Why am I the one being shipped with? Can't we start shipping Cyrus and Neswain, for example?
No. That's why your boy. No, it's
Okay, this way
I got the
Matrix
perfect
ship.
name. Your couple name is Ness Cum.
Oh my god!
Your couple name is Ness Cum.
Jesus Christ. The Bear Corridors bears two oddities. Firstly, a simple indoor raised bed filled with all manner of herbs which appear to be flourishing. The door at the northern end of the corridor, however, dominates the space, adorned with intricate details arranged in a tessellated pattern inferring strength. The doors seem made of an identical material as Matrix and the object you were once that she was holding over you previously.
This door is made of arcanium.
I'm so sorry, out of character. I'm so tempted to just harvest these doors and like plate myself in it.
To start melting down the doors.
I mean, we have a forge here, right? Like, I was just wondering if I could, in theory, do that. I don't know the properties of this material, but I mean, there's like tons of it here. You say, wait, these are like what, 4 symbols on the floor, or?
So 4 symbols on the floor, yes.
And I assume they're gonna be whatever opens that door. And it's gonna need all 4 of us. Power of friendship kind of thing.
Let's go look at the floor.
Yeah, we'll take a look at the floor. It's probably best if you investigate this puzzle.
Good idea. Let me browse my information base. Searching.
Intelligence.
Oh, I need to up my intel. Oh no, I don't know a thing.
There is some mechanism holding the door shut.
It's mechanical.
Arcane mechanical.
Quite. I mean,
It's a magical door.
can I just look at it? Can I just look at the symbols on the floor? Can I just see what they are?
They seem to be 4 different colours, each bearing a strange symbol in runic writing.
Is it a language I understand, or is it just random runes for far as I can tell?
It's 4 random runes, which must signify something.
That's why it's got big all of a sudden.
You can cast it enlarge.
Yeah, I have no clue what these symbols mean. These symbols just
Try stepping
Elude
on
me.
one.
after you.
Try stepping on me.
I'll
like the way it feels.
I like to step on
On
the
my
green
side.
one.
So to step on the green one, would you?
Yes.
You smell the strange scent of chlorophyll in the air.
It smells like chlorophyll. Do you smell the chlorophyll?
Yes, I note
Why
the
do you know what-
chlorophyll. I mean, it's a
I
weird.
think it's
Considering
chlorophyll.
I was from a desert, I mean, I guess I know what chlorophyll smells like. Hang on.
Also, how uncertain you are on that one. Does it smell like this? Do I know this?
I was thinking chloroform, and my first question was, how does Matrix know what chloroform smells like?
Just hanging around with you, you creepy.
Hey, I've been alive for a couple of years. I've seen things.
That's why when they were downstairs, hey, does this rag smell of chloroform?
For that Mount there.
I'd like to step on the red one.
The Mechazord starts to form.
Yeah. You smell coal and fire.
I take it Matrix can also smell this, right? Like, this permeates the room, or does it just affect?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Interesting. I wonder what this blue one does.
Hazarding a guess, I reckon they correspond to, I don't know, water, earth, fire, and air.
It's the
Or something.
elements. Might be.
Why are you talking about wanker in the? I've been reading it as it comes up. Waking us up.
Getting dang, getting rank, getting wank. Oh my.
It was a very natural progression of talking.
Yeah, if you didn't know that, it's actually kind of cringe.
Yeah, I would guess that when you step on the blue one, would smell something water related.
When you step on the blue one, you feel oddly wet.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Wait. Can they feel wet?
Moisture.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess we probably could. And then, yeah, we know what this is. So some sort of puzzle thing. Puzzle opening. But I can't tell if you have to step on them in order or if they all just need to be stepped on.
I
We're
think
all elements. Maybe all elements.
I see,
You know?
Alex, that you popped up the mysterious note.
Yes.
I'm fire because I'm hot. Nedwayne is stone because he's a dwarf. You're air because you're light and dexterous. And the Cumbot is moist because she's wet. She's the water one. Boom. All the elements.
Looking
This
at
is why you think Cyrus's mind.
Looking at the mysterious note, I have no clue.
Yeah,
I know what's the symbol for earth and water, but the rest of them I don't know.
This is beyond my programming.
I think we need some help.
At this point, we will go to Cyrus and Nesway.
Now you can actually say that.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna head up this way, and I'll just point up to this like hallway.
All right. Whatever you say, first officer.
Okay. And I'm gonna go in this room. I'm gonna go into this, try and open this door here.
You haven't been here.
You don't open perfectly.
What's in here? Oh.
Oi, fuck, that's a big ballista.
Inside, the walls of the chamber were lined with all manner of large armaments. Barrels filled with ballista bolts, pale in size to the enormous ballista that seemed to have been erected in this chamber, seemingly too large to even fit through the doorway in which you stand.
Wow. Now, is there any good weapons in this room? More particularly in bows, because I see there's more bows here.
Just desperate for a bow.
I'm trying to find a bow for Sentry because he shot earlier. And it, looks a bit weak.
You're trying to kit out your henchman. That's what this is right now.
Yeah, well, I found a cool stuff. Giving Neswayne a bitchin' axe.
Hell yeah! You just get weapons for everyone else.
Exactly. That's
You've
the
already
dream.
You've already got your sick ass sword.
I've got a sword. I've got a loot.
You find one longbow which takes your fancy. It seems to be made of amber.
Now this is something Sentry could use. I'll pick it up. So earlier he fired an arrow at a statue. I think he's losing it, but don't. And I'm gonna put the bow in my backpack.
Now, how do I get this ballista on my ship?
Now
Is it on wheels?
No.
Maybe.
Actually,
Here's an
Actually,
idea.
it is on the wheels, but you do not believe it will fit through the door.
We get
How did it get in?
we get Trix Sentry to take it apart, and then rebuild it on the ship.
This way, can I have an investigation check?
Mm-hmm. To find out how it got in.
They built the house around it. It's an ancestral ballista that's been there for years.
The ballista was built in this room.
Have you ever seen those things where like kids don't realise how cars get in the car dealerships? Like, oh my god, they built the dealership around the car.
Wait, you're telling me they didn't?
Of course not.
I
Damn.
will.
Don't ruin his fantasy.
These are training dummies, yeah?
Yes.
I'm gonna step out of the room and turn this corner.
I turn
I'm
the
just gonna
ballista.
stick
Okay.
And I mean, it looks loaded.
It is loaded.
I let off a shot into a training dummy. Or into the training dummies, because I don't think the shot will damage only one of them.
The training dummies explode with a profuse amount of white powder.
I want this on me ship.
Can I roll a Constitution saving throw, please?
Oh no.
Oh, they were loaded with coke.
18, I mean.
No, they literally are loaded with cocaine.
What? I thought that ironically is a
No, they are literally loaded with cocaine.
Y'all?
Yeah.
There's now a massive cloud of cocaine in this room.
I rolled an 18. Is that enough?
Yes. I mean, where else you store your coke?
Do I realize it's Coke?
Oh, yes.
You're an old sailor, of course you recognize.
Oh, yeah.
Coke.
Cyrus?
Yeah.
Why is there Coke in the training dummies? Why is there cocaine?
Good way of smuggling drugs is to hide them in objects, unsuspecting objects.
I'm
But-
getting more and more questions for the fair lady.
Is there
A
Any
massive stash of coke.
I'm gonna
I'm-
go in the room and like edge towards
Good
the.
Constitution saving throw.
Well, I want to deliberately. That's the whole point. So yeah.
Ooh. You inhale about 250 grams of cocaine?
That's a lot.
Dead. Still dead, sorry.
Actually, hang on. I need to change that. 250 is excessive.
Like
10 grams.
yeah, like 10 is enough to get higher.
Like mission
Uh,
critical failure.
You believe there is in excess of 50 kilos of cocaine in these dummies?
Is there stuff left? I'm gonna start taking some if I can. Lots of any bricks of it.
It's not bricks, it's powder. There's no bricks.
No, but they put cocaine in like a you buy
Yeah.
it in bricks.
Yeah, I know, but they literally have wrapped it in.
How heavy is
Charlie
your
Brothers.
character?
Not
wondering.
heavier now.
I
No,
wonder,
how-
I wonder who made those training dummies.
I'm not 100% sure if I support what you're doing, but here, have this parchment and a bit of string.
I really thought he was going to hand him a straw then as well. Archer the straw.
I'll give him a parchment and a bit of string to wrap up the cocaine in.
Let's put it this way: we take this and we sell it. Think about it. The gold can be used to benefit ourselves.
So, a lethal dose of cocaine for a £150 person is 6.5
Yeah,
grams.
Yeah,
He's
by
not
Charlie.
when you do coke, you do it in like milligrams.
But that's
Ow.
that's based that it's pure. It's going to be
Yeah.
cut with something.
Let's just disregard the dosage and just say I just thought
Just
I
say
know
you're,
enough to
you're,
get high.
you're well and
I'm
truly
high.
high.
You are high
Right.
behind your wildest dreams.
I'll be like, bro, hear me this way. We take him in
His pupils are incredibly dilated and he looks very fidgety right now.
we wrap it up. We don't.
He's
Take
talking
it
at the
this
speed
way.
of light as well.
But we sell some. Oh fuck loads. We sell loads of it. Make loads of money. Buy more coke, and then take more coke. The plan is completely incoherent, as in sell coke, buy coke, sell coke, buy coke,
mate,
do
mate.
coke, buy coke, sell coke. That's literally the kind of planning he's
I'm gonna take my water skin, and I'm gonna douse Cyrus in it. I'm just gonna throw. Actually, there's wine in my water skin at the moment, but I'm gonna
Yes.
throw. I'm gonna throw the wine in Cyrus's face, and then backhand slap him.
Mm.
He is still high as sin, and I can't feel it.
Oh man, ugh.
It tingles. That's about it.
Hell. I. That's what we're gonna hear him say.
It's interesting
Alright.
to see what Luke thinks it's like to be on coke.
I
New
cork,
character.
I cork the
Can I,
water skin again, and I just start carrying Cyrus by like the collar.
Wait, here's a question. I can use lay on hands to neutralize poisons.
Do we class cocaine as a poison? Is what you're asking me?
That's what I'm wondering. Does it count? Because it takes 5 points of lay on hands to remove poisons or diseases.
It's not a poison or a disease. It's a psychotropic effect.
Yeah. But like, would that cure alcohol poisoning?
It would
Yes,
perhaps
because
like
it's
not.
poisoning.
It would perhaps probably not remove the entirety of it, but
yeah.
maybe
Honestly,
do
like,
it.
reduce it
Maybe ease it a bit.
It might,
It might
yeah, it might
remove-
ease its effects.
It would definitely sober you up a bit.
I'm gonna do that to myself. 5 points of lay on hands. I'm just gonna
Would
touch
you-
my feet like a
Why'd you
golden
want it,
coin
though?
hand.
Come on.
Actually, would a drugged up Cyrus really want to do that to himself?
I would think. Yeah,
He's flying high.
yeah, but I'm flying off the racket high, like.
Like
Actually, yeah, you might be
uncomfortably
freaking. You might be going through like freaking
Yeah.
out at this point.
I'm like paranoid high, like not good high, not enjoyable levels of high. I imagine Cyrus has used drugs before, and he's drunk before, and he's lots of stuff. So he knows his limit to an extent.
All right,
So-
and 10 mil of cocaine is enough for him to go. I'm a bit off it.
That was a lot.
Yeah.
I'm literally gonna say, I'm just gonna go down a sec. I'm gonna lay on hands my head, like massage my head, with a golden glowing hand, and then be like, ooh.
You're
Welcome
right.
to the first instance of drug abuse in this campaign. Many more to
Yeah.
come.
You're right,
I'm gonna be
matey.
like, let's move.
Do you still want the brick you made?
Yeah. I'm gonna put that in my backpack.
He's now carrying Class A's. Great.
I hope there's not at all.
I mean,
one
honestly,
gold per gram.
we should sell this brick.
Oh no, I mean I hope there's not like a goods to declare section at the fucking Spelljammer.
Baseball.
Anything you'd like to declare? Massive slab of coke.
I've got no drug stuff here. I'm completely fine. You tripping massive balls. I'm gonna follow this way into this room.
This is the large map room you previously saw.
I've already been here. Have you ever heard of a land called Chult?
No, I haven't. Why?
Oh, that's what it looks like. That's all I have to say.
It looks a bit low definition.
I like to think of the fact that Cyrus is still on cum down, so he keeps stroking Nestwain's beard or something. To make sure he's actually real.
I'm gonna like poke him. I'm gonna like every now and again. I'm just gonna like poke him.
Okay, yes, it's real. Right, to the robots.
said I feel-
Excuse me? I'm a real gnome.
Matrix and Sentry. Okay.
Wait,
Good
hang
idea.
on. You're a real gnome, but you are aware that you have a maker.
Of course, everyone
We-
has a
we've ha-
maker. Someone
yeah.
made everyone.
We've had this conversation. Matrix doesn't discern whether you were born or made. It's the same thing for her.
Fair enough.
She believes being made by a human hand is exactly the same as being born. Her skin is just her armor.
Yeah, well, no, but I was just thinking, like, okay, so she's aware of how gnomes are made, in air quotes, right? They're like born.
Mummy, daddy, and a gnome daddy.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Mum, dad, quadruple bed. You know, get this on.
Are you asking whether or not the Matrix knows about the birds and bees?
I mean, I assume it's in her database somewhere, right?
She would
and
know
not-
about that, yeah. She knows how stuff,
How things fit together.
yeah.
So, okay, yeah. So she doesn't have a maker, right? But does she just assume that that's just the dad, or does she assume
I'm
that,
gonna quickly go to the toilet, but I have to.
or what? Like, how does that align with your knowledge of gnome reproduction? I'm just saying. I mean,
I think
It's
for
a valid question, actually.
no, but I think for Matrix is like she calling her maker like maker instead of like dad is more of like when she was made he was just she either used his name or just when he referred to him it was just it's my maker.
yeah. No,
Like,
one of my points was
My
like,
dad.
does Matrix just like ignore the fact she was made and not born, and just assume she's a gnome anyway? Like, she knows gnomes are born, but she was made.
Well,
Like, she just
but it's what Audun said. Like being born and being made in Matrix's head is the same thing.
right.
She, you know, like the myth of the first humans were made out of clay.
Yeah.
She kind of has that idea of birth.
Okay, so she was just fair enough.
Like you can fucking like press them out of your vagina, or you can make them.
Mark, that meme is great.
What, me and Empire?
no, the table.
Oh, the table one. Okay. How did you? I posted it earlier. Alex was just when he saw it, man. It's funny.
Oh, I don't check the chat often enough, but that's fucking funny.
He was like an 8-person table. It's small. What the fuck?
Yeah, it's like a small table seating around 8 people.
A small
like,
table sitting around 20 fucking diplomats. Oh,
My parents have a table that can seat 5 people, and I'm like, that's a big table.
yeah.
We're just talking shit about your definitions of tables.
Yes, I know.
He's literally Vladimir Putin's table guy. Vladimir asked for a small table, and Alex set him up with a fucking huge one. There's another one as well he had that he met like Emmanuel Macron at another like massive table. See if I can find it.
Yep, then we are with Sentry and Matrix. What are you going to do?
I assume that the mysterious note is something we found earlier.
I know that's what's inscribed on the wall thing.
Oh, so it's on the door.
Yeah.
Oh wait, that's on the door.
I think we should step on it in order.
Okay,
I suggest
I think-
fire, water, earth, wind.
yeah, why not?
Unless it's the Avatar cycle.
I'd say that's a safe guess. Just try it. I mean,
Ida doesn't trust me right now.
I'm trying to remember the Avatar cycle. Because
I mean, it is-
actual idea is what it is.
I can see what it is, yeah.
I mean that's definitely right. I think what you said is right.
yeah, I think it's
Fire, no, it's a pata. It's
Yeah,
fire.
Water,
I should
earth,
do.
air.
Yeah.
That's what she just said. Isn't
yeah.
it?
I said fire,
No.
water, earth, air.
No, you said fire, wind, water,
No.
air.
No, I said fire, water, earth, wind.
Okay, well then you are correct.
Yeah.
I presume.
Yeah. So
Oh,
so I would step on the
I would
fire.
like to say that the runes are not in the right order necessarily.
Oh.
bruh. I thought you said that was on the door. Like that was
It's
like
on the door, but I didn't say it's necessarily the right order.
I'll still try it.
debate.
What's the avatar order? No.
It is.
Earth, water, fire, air, right? I think. Right, no.
I know. After air, it's water. So it starts with water, then earth, fire, air. In that order. Not. I don't know what starts, but in.
It's the opening narration is water, earth, fire, air.
Iona, can I have an intelligence check from you?
If you recollect the Avatar intro.
You know that if this door was made by your maker, it was organized in the most logical pattern, according to wording.
Does that help Ina?
I should only watch Legend of Korra, which has a different narration sequence.
No, but like I'm thinking if we start with Aang, that's air, and then it's Korra, that's water. And I know Avatar Roku was before Aang, and that means that it would be Earth after Korra and then fire. So air, water, earth, fire. But yeah, most logical order, it might just be water, air, fire, earth. Just
Logical could mean anything because everyone has a different way of looking at things.
I mean, yeah, you could just spin it either way.
Yeah, you could say, fire, because the Earth was freaking molten before it cooled. Then
Yeah,
Earth, then water, then...
Like, I would say water to cool the fire, which would make Earth.
Yeah,
And
you
then
can
the
say
steam-
anything.
You know, yeah, it literally is.
I'd say go with your first guess.
yeah, I still think fire, water, earth, air.
So we're going to step on them in the order?
Yes, I'm going to step on the red one first, then the blue one, then the green one, and then the yellow one.
Nothing happened.
Just say you're going to step on every single form pattern possible. I think there's only like 16 patterns possible. I don't know. Off the top of my head.
There's a fair few.
I'll try blue, yellow, red, green.
Nope.
2 hours later.
Red and yellow and pink and green,
Yeah, that's
purple
right.
and orange and blue.
Anything
I
Just
can
happen like...
see a rainbow,
I
see
know,
a
but once you
rainbow, see a rainbow
step on 'em
too.
in the right order.
Alex, do we hear anything as she's stepping, like, so say she does, like, one, then the next one? Is there any,
Not
like,
in that,
clicking
not in
noise or
that
anything?
permutation, no.
Okay, so there's no noises at all, so that means probably none of them are in the right order.
You're going to step on them in the right order.
What about...
Maybe it just is the Avatar cycle.
Yeah, I'm gonna try it. Hang on, I can't remember the... Fuck me, I can't remember the order.
Earth, fire.
Fire, air, water, why not?
Yeah,
So-
earth, fire, air, water.
Yeah, so that's what,
If it opens now.
Except I
The door-
think air
The
is
door does
last.
not open.
I think air is last in the Avatar cycle.
Yeah,
Wait, no,
it's
yeah, can I try water, earth, fire, air?
Earth. It's
Yeah, water,
fire,
earth, fire, air.
No, it's fire, air, water, earth. Yeah, fire, air, water, earth. It's a cycle.
Yeah, it is fire first.
Yeah, fire first, then air, then water.
Yeah, we'll do that one. Fire, air, water, earth then. Go. We'll try.
Nothing
How-
happens.
Red, blue, that's it, wow. Wow. Wow, see, they're all hyping it up, both of them. No, but yeah.
No,
Oh,
it is water first because I know the Norwegian intro. It's water,
Earth, fire, air.
earth,
Avatar, right?
fire, air.
I'm going to tell you it has nothing to do with Avatar.
It has nothing to do with Avatar, so that's all.
Jesus, just so you don't struggle through this.
Can we just, like, melt the door? Let's just find a way to break this down. It's
Believe me,
Arcanum.
the two smartest party members, Cyrus and Nez, we can't deduce this.
Are you sure about that?
Because each one correlates to one of us. Fire because Cyrus is hot. Fire because we're dwarf. Water because Cumbot is moist. And air because
That's the
Essentially,
least
so
logical solution I've
he's
heard.
so dexterous. He's so dexterous and light. He just floats like a butterfly, sings like a bee. He's
It's
air.
not-
That boy is air.
Yeah, but then you could say that bloody Neswayne's water because he's a sea captain. He has everything to do with
Yeah, I was just gonna say, why am I not
You
water?
could say Earth because I'm unchanging, because I'm a bloody construct. You can say anything.
That's a
You can say air because Matrix's head's in the clouds. Like, come on, man.
Is it the order of the Bionicles fucking elements?
Oh, that's something we
I would
didn't think
like-
about. Yeah.
Alex,
we
you
need to
said,
call a mask to open the door.
I was pulled to this side of the room, right?
Not this room, though.
Yeah, but not this room. So can I just
No.
abandon this for now?
Yes.
Let's move on.
I put a very simple puzzle in front of you. You choose the most
Also at this point,
possible ways
at this
to
point, I'm
figure
just
it out.
thinking. I'm also thinking. You said every time they step on the water one, they feel wet. How many times have they felt wet now?
3.
You just get uncomfortably wet like 8 times after each other.
I honestly don't. You say this is easy, but I have no clue what your definition of like logical is. Like, I don't know how. I need to get into Alex's head. I have to think
It's
like
like
him.
that.
I don't know. Yeah, no, I'm gonna abandon it. Screw it.
think OCD and you'll get it.
It's probably something bullshit like fire, earth, water, air.
Are you doing the Greek element philosophy?
No.
Because that
What's
is an
the
actual.
alphabetical order.
You don't tell if it's
Air, earth, fire, water, right?
fine. I'll try it that way. Essentially will
If it's
suddenly
if it's
remember
that
the
simple,
alphabet.
because I
and
was
he'll
just
try-
thinking. I was just thinking, Alex is nerd enough to do
How
Aristotle's
dare you!
to do Aristotle's order of the elements.
Yeah,
How dare you!
But at the same time, he could also be nerd enough to just be like, put it in alphabetical order.
That's what I was. Well, that was my first guess because he is autistic. He's he's not. He's not. It's just.
Fine then. Air, earth, fire, water. Then. Oh. Yeah. I think my headset's dying.
Are you trying to work out what's alphabetical?
No, I just said it and it cut out. My headset cut out.
I wonder if Alex is just contemplating whether or not he's just gonna say this is the right order just to get us past this.
I'm going to tell you it's not the right order, but I'm going to let you pass anyway because Alden got it correct.
Oh, it is Aristotle's order.
It's Aristotle's order of the universe, yes.
Yeah, okay.
It's
Fire,
fucking
water,
easy.
earth, air.
Just to know Aristotle.
No, that's
no.
no, it's not. It's not. It's earth, water, air, fire.
Oh yeah, sorry. I've got so many permutations in my head right now of you coming up with bullshit versions.
What version did you say, Alden?
Earth,
It's-
water,
it-
air, fire. It's because
Earth,
earth
air,
rises.
fire, water.
Physics.
The earth rises out of water, air is over the earth, and the sun is the fire, which is above all.
Yeah. I had to read Aristotle for uni, which was a bit cringy.
Does that mean you ever made this door read Aristotle? And if so, that's kind of impressive.
Kind of did. I just know Aristotle anyway, which is not a good thing.
I like how annoyed you were that I just got it, and
No,
I
it was the bullshit versions you guys were trying to do.
Hey,
That was
Hey,
annoying me.
it would be more common knowledge to do the avatar cycle.
hey, again, Alex is never going to go for common knowledge.
Mine was logical.
Aristotle's not logical. He was, I mean, he kind of just made it up.
It would imply
Actually,
that you know
I'm-
about Aristotle's. I have
I'm
never
gonna
heard
be-
of the dude.
No, you're joking.
I will say I wrote this while I was listening to a Monty Python song
Yeah, again, I've never even
about the
watched any-
philosophers. Oh, it says was
Um,
Aristotle was a bugger for the bottle, and that's what got in my head. So Aristotle was what I wrote.
But yeah, good. We're in the room.
Inside, you see an enchantment chamber. Many weapons sit strewn across the surfaces, and strange crystal-like sculptures. A set of armor which glimmers with the radiance of the moon stands in a corner. Of no use to anyone, it's clearly just a visage of what can be done. This room was clearly ransacked, but some small remnants remain. A harp, a long sword, a strange crystal implement, and a crossbow adorn the table. There are 5 blocks of a strange metal, not unakin to that which is used to forge matrix.
Wait, so you're telling me this is just metal over here?
Yes.
I wonder if I
It's,
can
it's
build.
literally bars of arcanium.
I wonder if I can build myself bigger.
Yes, yourself.
Build
Looks-
yourself a Hulk buster.
Uh,
Oh, his head's done.
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
it keeps cutting out. Oh, I need to find my Bluetooth headphones. Just give me 2
Disconnected.
seconds.
Oh, I thought you were talking about me because literally just now my audio just cut out and I was like,
Right,
how
while
did you
he's
even
doing
know?
that, we will switch to Cyrus and Nesway.
I
We've
find this nice laid out path. Floor that-
we just moved while this was happening, but we didn't go
Yeah,
into it. We didn't go into anything so that you
just
didn't
to
have to.
expedite things a bit.
Okay.
While you were on the toilet, I just drew out where I went. So you can
Yeah,
follow
yeah,
it.
I know. Yeah, I gathered. I followed it.
I just wanted, since we are back down here, I just wanted to go back into a room that I realized we never went into.
So the room that's in front of you, I presume.
Yes, this one.
And I thought I'd follow after him because, don't want to be in this room house by myself.
Oh my! What a room!
By far the most convivial room which you have come across so far. This area seems set for enjoyment and merriment. There are many cupboards and shelves upon your entry, lined with all manner of liqueurs and beverages beyond your wildest dreams. Some rather tasty, others probably best to avoid. The table by the entranceway is lit with books and scrolls and parchment and inks nearby. Clearly this is the work of a scholar. Chandeliers hang low with flickering lights, aided by the roaring fireplace which dominates the room further down. I've lost where I am. The room further down through the doorway, in the mezzanine level, is a large array of furnishings, including an L-shaped couch, heavy comfy armchairs huddle around the fireplace, linen archway. What? Lining? What the hell?
Lining the archway.
Yeah, lining the archway. The bed in the room doesn't seem to be too far amiss. Perhaps
There's a
it's
bed?
used by
Oh,
those who are tired or more carnal. Pictures line the room in walls depicting strange creatures as individuals, with cunning likenesses to those that now stand within the area. On the table, surrounded by the chairs, small side tables bearing cozies. Clearly, someone here was in a great importance of all place, in heavyweight in some organisation, and loves cleanliness. There is no specific attempt at decoration. It seems more a blend of dwarven, human, gnomish, and many others that fit no knowledge of your current trapping.
By the way, are these instruments actually all laid out like this?
Yes, they are.
I'm going to look at them because I could always use with more instruments. The
Oh,
same
God.
music over and over again would be annoying. So,
There seems to be a mandolin, a flute, a harp, and a lyre.
so could I take the flute, the lyre, and the mandolin? I imagine the harp is full. Is the harp? How big is the harp?
So it's a small harp.
Oh, okay. So could I take it?
What's your definition of a small harp?
Yeah.
Don't start with
I
the fucking tables again. It's about 3 foot.
That's quite big to carry.
For a harp, that's small.
Yeah, but it's quite. Yeah, I'm thinking I can't carry that. But I'll take the flute, the mandolin, and the lyre. And I'll be like Nesway, and to mix up the music a bit.
There's also a piano in the corner of the room strewn with musical musings of notes.
Is this a chest?
It is indeed a chest.
Wait. Is it a pan flute or a flute?
It's just a flute.
Okay.
Well, it never hurts to broaden your horizons, lad.
Exactly. Well, long trips could get a bit more exciting with some variety.
Lonely.
So it's moving to the bed.
Put in your pants, mate.
I would like to open the chest.
Inside the chest there seems to be a silk dressing gown, some candles, and a strange ointment-like liquid that seems to be white.
What was it? Ointment?
There isn't like a toy pony in the ointment like liquid.
No, there's not
He
a toy
fixed
pony.
the ointment up with sexual intent.
I don't need a silk dressing gown. I don't need an ointment. My skin is fucking stone at this point.
Yeah, I'm curious about this ointment.
I'll pick up the ointment and throw it towards Cyrus. Oi, catch!
And I'll catch the ointment and
It's somewhat
Look at it.
slippery.
I mean, can I
Main-
see? Is there a label? Ointment?
maintain your youth for now.
It's labelled
Right.
Astroglide.
Oh, I
His face just went-
I'm familiar with the ointment. Ned Wayne, and I'll throw it back to him. You might need that for Matrix. And I'll wink at him as I say.
I throw it in the fire.
Thank you.
I wouldn't do that. We'd get an awful smell, and I'm gonna start leaving the room.
Please tell me the burnt ointment gives off an aphrodisiac thing.
Smells
That's
like
why I'm
burnt rubber.
Yeah, I knew that in advance. I would leave.
You said that there were people on the pictures that were of some interest.
Yes. There seems to be an old woman which looks strangely like you. There is an old man which looks like Cyrus. There is a strange gnome in gilded surroundings. And I can't remember what he was. An individual who you can't discern their race, but they seem to be covered in robes and strange archaeomanical armor.
Cyrus, this one looks like you.
Oh yes, about that. Something I found in that room. It spoke to me. If I'm to believe what it said, this man is most likely my grandfather.
I found a room, and if I'm to believe what was spoken in my head, this is my grandmother.
Bizarre, isn't it? Then I must assume that, and I'll point to the hooded figure. He is the one that perhaps created Sentry, and therefore the
believe.
last one, the one that made Matrix.
Actually, yes, you're right. I thought you were saying the opposite. I thought you were pointing at the hooded man and saying Matrix, and I'm like, well, obviously the Goblin. But yeah, you
No.
say
Yeah. Then this place, it seems our forebears were here.
it's almost like they still are.
Well, not
Why
the one I
else would the
was told.
table be set?
I,
Every table I've seen has been set. I don't understand.
That's the thing that bothers you.
I-
The quadruple beds and the tables being set are the things that bother you.
Yes.
My note I got sent was from my grandfather's dead. Let's put it that way.
I've only just learned today that my parents are still alive. And I haven't seen
Well-
them in 600 years.
And it's quite some time. No family dinners then.
I'm not expecting it, no. Or rather, I don't know if my parents are still alive, but I know they lived after I escaped.
I can't imagine you as a child any smaller than you are now.
Me
It
neither.
would be a bizarre sight. Probably no higher than a boot. I'm joking. He's jokingly imagining Child Neswayne as being this like tiny little grey thing running around.
You wouldn't be far off. Us grey dwarfs are barely bigger than a house cat when we're born.
You wouldn't want to see the wolfhound I had as a kid. Might have gobbled you up.
That's one of, aside from the big spiders, that's one of our biggest threats. Hounds and wolves. Now, let's go
Well-
back and I have something I need to tend to.
We should find our mechanical companions.
Lest they've found each other. Mechanically
No.
pleasing.
A sweat drop comes from Zorus's head, just going, I hope Sentry isn't entangled.
I would like to return to the main room, upon which I will have to think about the thing I have been told.
I'll follow Neswayne to this main room.
Where we return to the other branch of the party.
You're gonna stand opposite each other on the basket just facing each other underneath the chandelier.
Dun dun.
I imagine we're walking in circles, like I'm walking this way, and you're walking
Yeah.
counterclockwise. You know, like
Yeah.
circles as we're pacing around.
Oh, like opposite. So we passed
Yeah,
once.
yeah, opposite. Yeah, we passed one. Yeah. We just keep doing that.
Matrix and Sentry. Hoping that Mark's found his headset.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes.
It's very weird,
How-
hard to walk in circles on a grid map.
Yeah. I'm trying. It's not very easy.
How heavy is this? Was it Arcanium? Whatever it's called.
Arcanium.
Arcanium, yeah, Arcanium.
How heavy is it?
Remarkably light.
And I take it there's quite a few bars here, right?
5 bars. 5 large bars. They weigh about 250 grams each.
Only
Do
250
you
grams.
want metal?
I would like to study this metal, see if I can fashion something out of it.
Maybe
Perhaps.
you, as a robot, can change your metallic things to arcanium.
It's worth noting that Sentry is incredibly shiny and chrome. Still.
What is Sentry made of?
Just
Uh,
I guess steel. I
yeah,
don't really know.
Probably Electrum.
Isn't Electrum like gold and silver? It's an alloy.
Watch out, it's
Yeah.
titanium.
Yeah, he's made from probably Electrum.
Just regular earth metals, I guess.
Yeah.
No,
He's made
nothing
of
special.
basium.
Is there anything else? Like, there's loads of boxes here. Can I just start rifling through all the chests after pocketing the bars?
The boxes seem empty.
Well, empty.
I even... This sword.
Yes.
What is it? Is it a special sword?
It looks not unremarkably dissimilar to the one currently being wielded by Cyrus. It seems to be a longsword. It doesn't seem completely finished, however.
This is an odd room.
Yes, indeed. Is that a suit of armor there? Or is it just a statue thing?
It's a suit of armor.
Is it made of anything special, or is it just like a mundane?
It seems to be made of metal which glimmers like the moon.
Sadly, I can't identify it, and I take it it's probably quite heavy.
Yes, it's full plate.
We'll probably just have to leave this here for when we find the others.
I think
You said I
that...
was.
Hmm?
So go on.
You just keep going. I was just gonna say that we were gonna leave.
Yeah, that's literally what I was going to say. It's just, guess we'll just check out the rest of the floor.
New door. Remember what I taught you about opening doors. Now you try.
Wow.
He'll pause for a moment and then just like shake his head and then just open it.
I really want to say you can't open the door just to be a card, but I'm not going to. Sentry struggles to open the door.
Good job. I'll like awkwardly pat his back.
Inside, you see what appears to be a bar. There's a burning hearth, a table in a corner, some potted bonsai, and a bed behind a gilded screen.
Oh, a bed. Ooh.
A normal sized bed.
A normal sized bed, yes.
Well, I mean, I
Yes.
can't tell because there's a screen there, so I can't actually see.
It is actually a one-man bed.
Yeah, there's
No
only
way.
2 of them in the entire place.
Then a perfect room for me, you know, a bar, a single bed. Anything that like pops out in the room or just the.
No, it just seems a
Bar.
perfectly normal, serviceable place.
Seems like a room.
Just seems a little weird that the room would have a bar in it and a single bed. Like, Is this just for one guy to get like absolutely plastered, or what?
There is also a table set in the corner for tea. This seems to be
Is
a
it a normal sized table?
It seems to be a jade teapot and 2 cups around a small low table with
It's a small 8-person
it's 2 cushions.
thing. Sorry.
Stop
Yeah,
the
I
table
guess-
abuse.
What are these? What are these on this side?
Tables.
Are they just all tables for the,
Yes.
the bar?
So it's basically it's like a mini tavern.
It's like
Yeah,
a
it's a
mini
mi-
tavern, yes.
Which is why I find it weird how there's just one bed here. Like, imagine at night.
Yeah, why is
just
there a
drinking.
bed here?
Just one guy sleeping in the corner.
This room makes no sense. Why would
This
there be a
place
bed
makes
in a bar?
I'm like,
Drunk
no,
people.
There is I don't know what it is. A dresser?
Yes, a dresser with a lamp on it.
Just end of a hallway. Oh shit! I just got like, yeeted down the
There is a door here.
where?
Hold on! I wanna go to the door.
This is the DM's subtle way of saying go here.
Okay. Let's go. Let's go to this door.
I feel compelled to come down here.
You blame the robot thing just going on autopilot.
Christ. Last.
Yeah,
I put 4 buildings in this 4 rooms in this fucking place. It's taking you this long to find them.
Are you
Yes.
still on the south end of just the upper floor?
Yes, pretty much.
Have we left 2 people to explore the whole south end of the upper floor? Because
Pretty
that's why
much,
it's
yeah.
Yep. And they spend this much time just figuring out the one quest, the one fucking Aristotle question.
Yes.
No, they solved that.
Yeah, I know, but you pose that to a person who doesn't know who Aristotle is, and one guy who doesn't retain any knowledge from school.
Right, Aristotle's Elements was never taught in school. I didn't do philosophy. I did science, man.
No, we have comprehensive education. They don't teach us classics.
Yeah.
The surface of this oaken door bears a symbol akin to a cog, followed by the inscription, "The Suite of Alistair Azimuth." The door handle seems to be cast of pure onyx, as engraved with runes of an odd arcane nature.
More magic gibberish.
More magical gibberish.
You see
Yeah,
what
I mean-
Cyrus said about nerds?
Pardon?
This is why Cyrus calls them nerds. Wizards, that is.
I'm going to use the knowledge I was taught by Matrix and try to open the door.
You managed to open the door.
Good job.
Bravo.
You are learning.
Inside, you see a large table surrounded by large, almost throne-like chairs. In the centre, a strange bubbling pool of almost viscous liquid. There seemed to be an altar to a strange blood god.
This
Usually
room
what
is
goes-
very ominous.
Actually, there's skulls behind us, like around the room, or
Yeah, there seem to be skulls everywhere, almost as if some kind of necromantic nature to this place.
Oh, and it
this
is
room does. Oh shit!
There,
this
does
room does
seem, there
seem-
seems to be a large wand on the bed, which seems to be glowing.
Wand? Wand? What wand?
You're not tricks.
Remember, Cyrus needs everything you get, Mark.
My map has also gone low res. I've got cataracts. I can't see.
One here.
There is
No,
something.
excuse me. I've got like one pixel. I got literally like the bed is 4 red pixels, one sort of like light pixel. Oh, there you go. It's loaded.
Go to the light pixel.
I like how it's like we're just low res. It's cataracts. It's like a combat medic going. It's a combat medic just going. It's AIDS.
I just stick a knife into my eye and cut it out just to see better. Okay, I'd like to take a look at the wand.
As you touch the wand, you get a voice in your head, and it plays back what is in your OneNote.
Where's the spaceship?
When we're looking?
Players
Two-player
Sentry.
notes.
Yep. Players Sentry mana.
Manor.
Did you also get weird voices in your head?
I haven't read through it yet, so I don't know if you want to lie. Hang on, there's quite a lot.
There is an audio clip as well. I uploaded audio clips. They took me ages.
Oh, there's actually audio clip at the bottom. Yeah, no, I just saw the top.
The audio clips are so much better than actually reading it.
The one you did for me is quite fun.
Idness is my favourite one.
Yeah,
I tried to read it and I was like, I can't read this shit. I need to hear it because there was so much weird.
You can't read? Oh my god.
It was so many weird things. I was like, no, I actually have to listen to this.
Luke's was almost quite touching, but wasn't.
Almost quite touching.
Almost quite touching, yes.
I want to look at this
Absolutely
altar thing because it's weird.
It seems to be an altar to the goddess Kali.
Sentry, do you know about the goddess Kali?
I do not know much about the mortals and their gods. They do not interest me.
Gods
Are you saying
are
you're not
like
weird.
mortal?
Ageless. That's probably his definition of immortal, right?
Makes sense. You are a robot.
I don't think Warforged can age to death.
They can age, but they take a heck of a long time to stop functioning.
Age in form of
Yeah.
rust.
You age in the sense that you oxidize.
Yeah, your pieces no longer work as well as they could used to.
I'm just stainless steel, man. Just whipped that out.
Your chrome at the
Yo.
moment.
No, his religion's never interested him. Never had to think of the afterlife, so he has no clue.
I realized if I have to draw a picture of Sentry, it's going to be really fucking hard because he's all reflections.
Yeah.
You can't see him.
You just draw a super chrome reflective thing, and then you draw the artist in the reflection.
No.
No, when you look at Sentry, you
Do you realize? Do you realize how hard it is to draw Chrome?
No,
It's like 13 colours to make chrome. It's ridiculous. I've got a question. Does Sentry believe in Silicon Heaven?
No, I don't think he believes in. Well, I mean, he believes gods exist, but he probably doesn't think about it too much because.
Well, where do all the calculators go then?
he believes in
Sorry.
Hajama because I made him believe that.
I needed to make a Red Dwarf reference. I'm sorry.
He believes in Hajama because I told him to.
The thing is, we all believe in, because of the D&D universe, we all believe in all the gods. It's just who you worship.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he just doesn't worship any of them. He knows they probably exist, but
And he's probably most probably taught most about Cyrus as god.
That's it. That's it. It's called henotheism. The idea that you know other gods exist, but you devote yourself to one.
Hmm
Because obviously in ancient Greece they had the same thing. So yeah, I'm
Yeah.
henotheist.
Sentry's an atheist.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's true. Sentry would be because he doesn't actually. Well, he doesn't devote himself to any god, but he knows they exist.
You can't be an atheist in D&D because the gods exist.
you can.
Well, you can.
You can
It's
in Pathfinder.
agnostic.
It's
It's more.
religion.
It's agnostic.
Yeah, it would
Yeah,
be
yeah.
more agnostic, yeah.
Yeah, technically it's
Yeah, I know, but in the Pathfinder, when you pick your religion, atheism is what it's called. It's just called, like, you could accept they exist, you're just like, I don't care. Some people just believe they have no impact on the world. They just think they don't do anything. You know? It really
Yeah.
depends.
You just
You
don't
live in-
devote yourself to a god.
It's like, if you're an average peasant in the D&D universe, you live in the middle of fucking nowhere,
probably never see a demon, probably never see anything, right? Out of the ordinary.
No, true.
The vast majority of people, you probably see nothing strange. So you might just think that they don't do anything. I mean, we play as fucking adventurers who go on crazy journeys, but most people probably don't. Oh well. So no, he doesn't have any clue. I mean, does Matrix have anything stored about this god in her vast
Well,
knowledge?
apparently I knew the name, so I don't know. Do I?
You know she's a goddess of death in some pantheon.
She's a goddess, and she's a goddess of death.
Yeah.
So I don't know about whoever's room this is, but oh, I forgot the robot voice. Well, yeah.
Were you not doing a robot voice?
No, I weren't. I weren't doing my robot voice.
Oh dear, what will we do?
I
Error,
would
error,
I would like to dip my dagger in this liquid.
It's blood.
It's
You can tell by
blood.
the way you can tell by the way it trickles off the dagger. It's blood.
I think this is blood.
I think this is blood also. Looking around at what I presume is goblets of... Is this goblets of blood over here? Or... There's like...
They're candles.
Oh, they're just candles. I saw them as like yellow ones, and I saw them as like
Yeah.
red.
No,
Like
they're
the red
candles.
would be like... I don't know.
I am glad.
What's this
you
over
did.
here?
What's that?
It's a knife.
It's a strange stone knife. It looks ritualistic in nature.
Okay. I think I'll just leave the sacrificial knife.
Just let's not touch the sacrificial dagger. Moving on.
Yeah, I'm gonna just tell her that. When I touched the wand, it told me that someone called Mular is waiting for me at the center of the manor.
I heard the name Mular in my head when we were in my room, or the room with the pyramid.
Perhaps
Then
the others have heard that as well.
Should we
Maybe
find
should
them?
both, yes, we should try and find them, and hopefully, whoever this is that's waiting for us.
Neswain, Cyrus, Neswain, Cyrus. I'm gonna keep yelling that.
Make sure she just goes round the manor like a siren.
Oh shit! I went into a room I didn't mean to.
Me and
Woo!
Desmond are chilling.
Yeah, you can hear this.
Me and Desmond are chilling
It's a room.
outside.
I'm not gonna go.
Right, to expedite this, I'm going to move you guys to them.
No, you'll never take me alive.
They're doing live, you're going.
Me and Desmond are just wondering what the ship doing.
What the ship doing?
What
Where
about
are you?
them?
Where are you guys?
In the
In the
courtyard.
garden. On the top map.
I haven't scrolled enough.
Singing.
Oh no! Hello.
Oh, you're back. How was your wink wink trip?
I taught Sentry a important life skill.
Oh. Cyrus, I think it was a good bet we sent them off together.
Sentry now knows how to open doors.
Oh no!
Some doors can never be closed.
Seriously? Ventry, really?
I think this is
I
where
I've
I
never
think this is
defaced
where
myself.
our adventure truly
Pace
begins.
myself. Did you say I need to pace myself?
No, I said I would never debase myself.
Oh, I said I need to pace myself.
Can I see a receptacle?
You see four small receptacles around the room. You see one which looks like it requires a stick implement, one which has a triangular indentation, one which has a small sphere indentation, and one which has an indentation almost as if a quill should fit into it.
I go to the small sphere and put in the white orb.
You can indeed do so.
I
It fits
put my phoenix-like feather atop my hat into the quill-like indentation.
Fits perfectly.
Sentry
Come on,
Matrix,
Sentry Matrix. Stop
I take
your
it you found your objects.
Yes.
Oh,
Should we
our
have
character, I
brought them
remember,
with
didn't make-
us?
yeah, that's exactly what I just remembered.
You left the pyramid, didn't you?
I didn't
Yes,
say
she did.
I didn't say I dropped it, but I didn't specifically said
honest.
I brought it either.
It's not that you can
Can I ask
blame.
Melvin to grab
Can't blame her for leaving it. She didn't know she would need it.
it? Melvin grab
I
it?
don't recall you brought the one either, so
I
Did
mean,
you-
I just picked it up,
okay.
and he said when I touched it, it did something. So I assume I still have it.
You haven't said you've dropped it, so yes.
I'm just holding it. It's just in my hand.
Just
Yeah, he's just walking
pacing
around.
around,
with it.
pacing around, holding the wand in front of him.
For the sake of the game,
did
I
you-
go back to the room, pick up the pyramid, and come back.
We're just
Okay.
waiting outside going,
Do,
Why
do,
should I-
do, 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 do.
It's a massive manor as well, so it's going to like take 5 minutes to do it.
yeah, What an a-hole.
Slot the wand in the wand hole.
I have the pyramid, and I go to the and I plug it in.
you get
Okay.
given a strange object, you keep a hold of it.
Duh.
It talked to my head.
Bruh.
I didn't like that.
If,
I'll
co-
give
Wait, aren't you still high? Aren't you still high?
No,
if, co- if cocaine comes out of a training dummy, you snort it. Duh.
I will give
Okay.
the amber bow to Sentry, whilst I remember. And here's a bow made of amber for you, Sentry. I'm going to say
Here's
the
a-
weird.
Here's a
And
bow
then
of
if-
here's the bow of shut the fuck up.
It's the bow of fuck Christ's sake, hit something.
Now get off my dick, son.
You said you'd put the wand in the one-shaped hole.
Yeah.
Wow. What is with the session today?
The Sentry thrusting into the hole.
And then he'll say to Cyrus after this is done, you can have my wand. Like gesturing down, or wherever it is.
The training circle will begin to open.
Oh, we're
shit,
standing.
actually.
Let's step off.
Just jumps, dolphin dives.
From it emerges a strange device, which is almost like a stone console surrounded by arcane runes, but it has no means of button whatsoever. It reaches the top and finally ignites to show the form of an individual, which looks like this. Show to players.
Stone
female
PS5 comes out. What the hell?
Hello.
It's another
Yo.
robot.
Drippy. He's actually got loads of drip. He looks like he's made out of stained glass.
I know he's cool. Alden's going to make me a better one at some point, but I gave him too short notice.
No, that
That
looks
actually
sick.
yeah, that
But
looks really
that's-
cool.
This is the glasswork golem from Beyond the Witchlight.
Looks sick.
It does look cool. The creature will raise up. My name is Moolah. Welcome.
You got that moolah?
Weavers
Ah,
are just.
you are very funny, short one.
Hi,
Dahlia would
Lola.
be proud of your clever wit, but she would spank you quickly.
I never knew my grandmother.
I did not
It's
expect
hard
that.
to be like,
I
What?
did. She was a lovely woman, but fiery.
No.
You holding? And I'm going to gesture to the brick of coke.
Ah, I see. You found Lana La's stash.
Yeah, you holding.
I brought that here to her from the second cluster of the Alpha region. It's very strong, is it not?
Yeah.
It's
About that place.
Be careful. Last time we had a party, 12 guests died.
Oh fuck.
We buried their bodies in the garden.
By
Your
This creature shows no expression whatsoever.
Invaded chest is
Don't
more
they
than
grow
6 foot
lovely
5 tall.
daffodils?
Looks like your garden is doing pretty well.
You're
It's
only
all the dead
raising more
bodies.
questions for Lanalar.
Lady Lanalar is lovely. It's not her fault
She-
they killed themselves.
She does drugs, buries people in her garden, takes.
All elves do drugs. It's best to hide the bodies. You never know what might happen to them. They do
All the
terrible
cool
things
kids
on
do
chalk to
drugs.
them.
Glass man, shut up and get to the point before you make me sick.
Please address me as my name. We're going to be together for a long time.
Now, Mular, I presume you're
Yes,
here
Desway.
to. I presume you're here to start our quests with us.
I am here to answer any questions you have. When you reach the place where you are destined, I will act as another being.
Yeah,
I
primary
like
question.
your
If I was-
accent. Are you perhaps from the same area as me?
I am afraid I am not from the same area as you. I started life as a human and became this.
You
What is the
you
question?
have the same accent as me, just not as broad.
My programming is limited, but I still maintain my personality.
Okay.
I imagine you're a fun guy at parties.
Yes, I love
I'm gonna
throwing
say-
mushrooms everywhere.
Anyway, to the point of our reason for being here. Where's this ship? I keep getting called a first mate. Can't be a first mate of nothing at the moment. Where's the ship?
Maybe you should ask your pirate friend. And I'll look at Nesbo.
Let me just reread that.
You're the captain of no vessel. And the
Oh.
most we can afford is probably a rowboat.
No vessel?
No vessel?
Mular, you know where the vessel is. You are the key.
I am the key. I know where the vessel is.
Then take us there.
You must find your way there. I cannot take you.
Mular,
Is there a
my-
point to us having to find it?
my grandmother said to me that somewhere I've already been, I'll find a spelljammer, as it were.
Yes. You visited
Well,
the
that
town
narrows
of
it down to half
Rockhaven.
the bloody
Did you not?
world.
Somewhere I've been here on Nimbrel.
You've
That
visited the town
narrows-
of Rathhaven in your youth, did you not?
I've been to Routhaven, yes, but I've never seen a spacefaring vessel at Routhaven.
The elves are very good at hiding things.
Routhaven it is then.
They hid this place and
Get
me.
there.
Well,
Where is this place? How do we even get there?
it's on the east, but I'm not even sure where in Nimbrel we are right now.
We are on the far side of Nimble.
I don't even know where
On the
Nimbrel is.
western edge of the cliff. The island you saw in the distance across the cliff face is Nimble. Rathhaven is the closest port to us now.
Is
Well,
there a ship we could take?
You must travel by foot, sadly. I can assist you once you reach the vessel, but till then, you must find your own path.
Will you
Can't
not
just-
come with us?
It's placed in a place called the Rock of Something. Cough, cough.
The house is in the Rock of Brawl, not the vessel, dear child.
Oh,
You are funny. Your master would have liked you before his tragic death.
he likes me. He told me.
I know everything about all of you. And more.
You know what's
Will I-
behind my back? And behind my back, could I hold up a middle finger?
Mular will also look at him, sorry, and say, please take my sword out of Fafnir's mouth. It doesn't belong there.
Your sword is a necromancer's blade.
In life, yes.
Well, not to put it funny, I'm not going to grab a sword over a flaming dragon skull.
It
I
won't
don't
bite.
fancy being
It's
singed
dead.
alive.
We
Yeah,
killed
I
it 3 centuries ago.
don't fancy being burned alive.
That's what
James.
I was saying, Cyrus. It's a dead fucking dragon.
The fact it is burning is rather fun, though. We used to toast marshmallows over it.
Marshmallows. Right, Mular, do I need to bring this device with me to our destination?
Once you find the vessel, I will be taken there automatically. The
Well-
teleportation circle in the house is destined to do so.
Oh yeah, can't we use that?
I'm afraid it is unavailable until you have found your vessel.
Oh my god. Well,
Once you have
oh,
found your vessel, you may return here whenever you wish.
the
I
charm was
will.
fake.
I will do you the favor of removing the sword that is full of a first mate that is put
Hey.
in a dead dragon
Technically,
place
my
it-
robot companion did that.
under your command. I will put it back where it was, and we will leave this place and go on our merry way to find this vessel. Because I'm very tired of being a captain of no ship.
Ha ha, that's
No
very
shit.
sad. That's what happened when your grandmother crashed it the first time. Ha ha.
The first
No.
time.
Cataract strike again.
The vessel has crashed a grand total of, calculating, 312 times.
How
I
many
hope-
people have
I-
steered this vessel?
I hope you steer vessel better than your grandmother.
Well,
Last-
Nesway being an old man, I doubt he's going
Do
We
you
don't have
need
long-
Try better
glasses?
than your nan.
That's up to your navigation skills.
He will look at Cyrus and say, your father or your grandfather also shared your affliction. Enjoy.
affliction.
Affliction.
Care to elaborate?
No, you must
By-
discover things on your own.
Alright.
If you mean by affliction the ability to get mad bitches, then yes. Okay, Benny something that.
I don't mean that, but if you wish.
Go off.
I'm just gonna walk away from him.
No, that's not the exit. That's not the right exit.
It's worth noting as well,
No,
little
that was the
Matrix,
start,
the
right?
vessel does not
That-
function without me. You cannot leave me behind.
Well, I just asked if I was to.
When you
I-
reach the
I
when you
know-
reach the vessel, it will be useless without me.
I know how to bring you along. I have a schematic.
The schematic you hold was used to build this console.
Can this be transported?
I already have a console built on the vessel. I will be taken there, but you can't leave without me. Before you try anything tricky,
How do we bring you along then?
I will be brought there when you reach the vessel. Step
Yes.
through the portal and collect me.
Right.
I can leave this platform once you find the vessel.
I understand the vessel will not work without you, anyways.
I'm glad we understand each other. I'd hate to have a misunderstanding this early.
Just understanding the point of us coming here to then go for the vessels, then come back.
You can use the teleportation system to return.
I take it this is one large test in itself.
Well, I would not be a very good assistant if I did not point you in the direction. And he will point towards the east. You will grow to love me. Your family did.
We will
Will I ever get to see the fair Lady Lanilar?
I'm afraid Lady Lanalar is not at home.
We gathered that.
She
Exploded.
is beneath the desert of Zakar.
Why was she-
Seeing old relatives.
She's back
Like-
where we started.
Wait, it's in Sakara?
Under
There's not much-
Zakara.
So it's not there. My part of Sukoja.
Why would she be
There's a lot of things that come back to Zakar.
I wonder why.
Yes. We
Carthus
left you.
gets lonely sometimes.
You fucking what?
Wait, who? What?
You fucking what?
What did he say? What did he say? I hear he said.
Carthus gets lonely sometimes. You said Carthus, right?
Yes.
Well, Neswayne wouldn't know what that is. But I do. And I'm
Hi, I'm
offended,
Telphone.
frankly. Well, strange construct of light and glass. It's about time we head for our vessel then.
Enjoy.
It was-
further. I
It
suggest we
was
leave.
an
Where
interesting...
are you going to go? Is it dubious pleasure or something along that line?
Yeah. It was an interesting encounter.
It will be even more interesting along the road. Please don't die.
Yeah. When you say that, it doesn't bode well to tell someone not to die and then send them off on a grand adventure where they most likely could die.
The elves of this place don't take kindly to strangers. Your presence may alarm some.
Well, then how do I come across as not a stranger? I've already been here many times.
You will be safe in the walls of Rathaven. Outside of that, there are many vigilante groups.
I'll tell you what, if anyone tries to face us down, we'll put them in the dirt permanently.
It's fine. Neswayne's indestructible. We are good.
I
Ah,
haven't been.
indestructible. Ha ha ha.
On Neswayne's indestructibility, I mean,
I haven't
He's
been
not-
in Nimbrel. I haven't been in Nimbrel for 50 years. I don't know the current state of the Lords of Nimbrel. I don't know if
15 years, 6 months, 3 days, 12 hours, 19 seconds.
that sounds about the last time you got laid as well. Is there some sort of connection there, Neswayne?
I never said I got laid.
You said 50
Although,
years
although,
ago.
he, although he never said it, it is true.
50 years. Coincidence? I don't think so.
Please avoid the Lunar Wind Estate. Something terrible is about to happen there.
The what
What's gonna happen
estate?
there?
I
Forget
think
I said anything.
it said the Lunar Wind Estate. Don't go there. Duly noted.
I think he's a confused part of the glass, and we should leave him.
Ha ha, you are funny. Now go snort some more drugs, Sandman.
Are the Knights of the Flying Hunt still policing the area?
They are.
Well, if any of you see any hippogriffs or flying knights, hide.
Noted.
Why?
They are not pleasant.
Also, look out for the night masks. There are a few on the island.
What the hell's a night mask? I know a night cap.
They are unsavory creatures. Avoid them.
Well,
Why is
I
everything
suggest you stick to the
unsavory?
road. You are not ready for the dangers of Nimble. This place
You
is
basically
forgotten by
told me-
time.
You've basically told me to avoid 90% of everywhere at this point.
That would be accurate. 97.2% to be precise.
I'll put it this way. I may not have shared much with you about my experiences with this land, but the people here, although lovely and wonderful, they keep to themselves and they want to keep it that way.
Strangers. Why we hit the land.
Strangers are very unwelcome, for they are very protective of their land.
I keep to myself, but I'm only a danger to others 90% of the time, not 100% of the time.
I would like to correct that sum. 72.3% of the time.
Well,
And please don't smash any more wine bottles. They are very expensive.
they belong to me. Smash what I like.
Do you have any further questions before you leave and maybe die?
Yes, if I die, don't go to my funeral. Can you promise that?
Okay. Meatbag.
No, I'm good.
Right, glass man. I'd say farewell, but I presume
your parting is such sweet sorrow.
I presume I'll see you again soon enough when I find me ship.
Your ship?
Yeah,
Ha
his
ha,
ship.
you are funny.
Yeah. Captain, come on, can we just get out of here?
Let's go. Okay, let's go.
We'll be
I'm
back
not getting
to
any
bring you
younger.
Mular. See you.
It has escaped your attention slightly, Matrix, but Magnar the Magnificent has been walking around the glass construct and through it, and all this time just staring up at it in utter amazement.
He's
That's his
he's
tiny
upskirting.
parrot circle with it.
He's upskirting the glass gun thing.
Every now and then bubbles appear from below it. And
Come
Mular
on.
looks slightly annoyed by this.
Come on, Magnar. We will see Mular again soon.
Sooner than you think.
I'll stretch out my arm for Magnar to come come on me.
Come on, you.
Oh.
Come on, you. Oh, like Neswine.
To come on top.
Climb
Come on
onto
top?
you.
You know what I
He
mean.
gave you. Neswine gave you a full-piece platoon, if we can call it.
You want Magnar to mount you?
Ride me, bitch.
I want him to perch my shoulder.
Ron. Stop.
Go on.
I'm still D&D.
Yes, you are doing D&D.
Yeah, we hear shouting.
This reminds me of playing Xbox when you see the Hispanic kids and their mum having a go in the background.
That was where we end tonight's session.
Wonderful.
Here's some kid there that's hoovering in the background going on,
Yeah,
and the kids screaming.
This was a great session. It is 1 a.m. and I have work tomorrow. It is 100 hours, I know. And I have work tomorrow. Thank you for a good session.
I have a big meeting tomorrow. Wow.
Good night.
Good night, Adam.
Good night.
Right, I'm
I have to
gonna
get-
rush off. See ya.
Good night.
Yeah,
Good night.
I've got a meeting. I've
Good
got the
night.
meeting tomorrow morning.
Enjoy.
I've got a meeting with some clients. First client meeting ever.
Don't die. Sorry, I'm stuck in Mulan. Good luck.